Or perhaps do you want to share your screen? Or maybe I'll share my screen. I'll share my screen. Yeah, and you'll walk me through all of this. So guys, this is
your POV.
At everyone. Less than 1% of the community is here. Don't wonder why less than 1% get deals. At everyone. We are reviewing new tools we've built for you. Yes, that is correct, guys. I am paid about probably $220,000 per month, and 99% of that income is completely wasted. I don't mean wasted. I'm not providing value for these people. So it's like I have the same business model as a gym. How many people are members at Planet Fitness? Millions and millions. How many people go to Planet Fitness? Tiny little bit. Why? It's too hard. It's too hard. I don't think I could do it. It's too hard. So that's kind of the same thing as Hold My Hand Wholesale. It's just too hard. Meanwhile, I started with Kurt, $0 in my bank account, nobody teaching me what to do, one employee in a Zoom meeting, and we built this. It's crazy how few people show up to class. It's at the end of the day, it's hard. It's hard. Just like going to the gym. Yeah, I know you just have to kind of sit there and watch, but it can be kind of hard. Okay, so we're going to go to www.holdmyhandwholesale.group, and we're going to show you all what we've built. Okay, so I'm going to log into this website, but honestly, we should do the cover page. We should show the cover page. So guys, you know how the Discord is really complicated to use? We built this site for you, and now you guys can utilize this for all of our courses. And this is the landing page. This is what it looks like. You guys are already signed up. You guys are already signed up here. So you just log in, and you log in with your WAP account, and you get this announcement. Kurt, what is this? What's this initial announcement? Welcome to Hold My Hand Wholesale. We're Chris and Richard, the founders of Hold My Hand Wholesale. We built this place to walk you through step by step. Want us to show you around really quick? Yeah, probably want to see that. So live streams. Hop onto the live. Hop on live. You might want to change the wording. Hop on live community. Daily calls, Q&As, and deal reviews happen within the live stream schedules and replays pages. We might want to uncapitalize this so that the grammar is correct here. But yeah, that's cool. Education, step-by-step, learn wholesaling. This must be the courses and quizzes, right?
Yep, the courses. Yes, and the quizzes.
Okay, cool. Tools for generating an offer. Once you have a potential deal, run the number in tools. Now you're going to have to show me this. You're going to have to explain that to me. And then sell your deal. This is simply to submit it to us or post it on the marketplace, right?
Yep, sell.
Okay. What's this? Community boards. Ask questions, share wins, suggest features on the board. We read everything. Cool. Okay. Awesome. So where should we start, Kurt? What have you built for us?
So the courses now are easier to find. So on Discord, you have to scroll down to see the courses. Now you can just hop into education and see the courses there.
Okay, so let's say I wanted to take the cash course and I click on it. It's got a video and then review slides.
Yep.
Oh, you built this?
Yeah.
So is this just kind of what you watched the course and you broke it down?
Yep, literally. That's it. Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
What the course is about.
Oh, that's great. And then you've got a quiz, and the quiz is the quiz.
It's kind of funny because now you're on the owner view, so you can see the questions. But if you're previous member, click on previous member there on the top.
Previous member.
Yeah, that's the yo.
I just pushed the update for the student owner view. And so if he refreshes his page in 15 seconds, you'll be able to toggle into student view.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So this is a course that essentially analyzes whether or not you know your stuff before you show up to the live streams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So this is, I'll go through a couple questions here, guys. The first question is, which best describes a turnkey property? Vacant and damaged, ready to rent with little to no work needed, requires full renovation, a legal unit. Well, that's pretty easy, guys. ARV 160, purchase 85, rehab 35, profit 40K. This is a good deal. Okay.
Real quick. And then you see on the bottom where it says admin student.
Admin student. Oh yeah.
Bottom right, or yeah, click student. There you go. So you'll see everything from the student's point of view.
Cool. Okay, I love the dark and light mode. That's really cool to see that there. Okay, so we'll review the slides, but then we'll take the quiz really quickly. This is easy stuff. So listed at 100K, bought 90K, rent 1100, cash flow 80, cash on cash 10%. This is a good deal. False. False. Section 8 deals are divided into which two categories? Distressed and turnkey. This is great. This is great. It teaches you everything that you'll need to know. It literally teaches you everything that you would need to know here. And now it's in a simplistic format as well. Okay. And guys, don't think that this is where the tools end. Kurt, is there anything else in education that we should know about? Oh, we get the live calls and quizzes. So these are a lot of my calls, huh?
Yeah, I don't know if that's finished. Chris, is that finished?
I mean, you can listen to some of the calls, but we need an easier way to upload. Here, I'll turn on the camera. Hello. If you click on them, you can just play the call.
Okay, got it. Okay, so here are some of my old negotiations, guys. I should honestly start recording my calls again. I haven't recorded them in a minute. I should start doing that again. I've just been using my cell phone and they don't record on there. But yeah, if you wanted to hear some of my calls, this is actually where I started. But you guys can listen to that. And then quizzes, we already kind of talked about this here. You got the mortgage takeover quiz, the cash quiz, and the seller finance quiz to help you guys understand what we're talking about in the live streams. And now for the really cool part that actually made me want to make this or work with Kurt here, the tools. So Kurt, tell us what we're looking at here. This is so cool.
So these are basically the fucking Batman belt thing, where all the tools that you have.
Wait, what are you saying?
This.
These are the what?
All the tools that you need. The Batman belt.
Are you saying
Batman has all his tools?
Are you saying Oh, the belt. The belt. Yes, his utility belt. Okay.
This is basically the Batman belt for wholesaler.
Okay, so how could I use this? Because I've never used this.
So the easiest thing you can use right now is the Section 8. Click on Section 8.
Okay, Section 8.
And it teaches you what you need to put in on the details, the fields that you need to.
Okay.
It's pretty easy to use. It's plug and play.
Okay, cool. Now, start trusting the Section 8 rent recently. Could we change this to fair market rent?
It could be fair market or Section 8. Doesn't matter.
Well, the thing is, students are always going to be optimistic. And if I put, for example, Cleveland says that the rent is $1,500, but a lot of the times they're just lying. And that's the most that they'll pay, and they won't actually pay that. So as time's gone on, I've realized that this website is like 90% lies.
Yeah, we'll change the wording there. Also, just another thing to note, you should go ahead and try the Section 8 calculator out. We're actually going to be implementing this offer into the deal checker.
Oh, cool.
So tell me how accurate you think it is.
All right, I'll tell you right now. So one of my favorite places to go is, well, not this, is going to be Detroit. But we'll look at Detroit really quickly. Detroit, Michigan. I'll put a price point of $100,000 maximum. I'll do for sale. I'll remove my boundary. And then I'll click on one that I think might have a high rent. Like this guy looks like he might have a good rent. Although I don't know if that would pass an inspection. Looks like it might not pass an inspection. So I want it to be an actual deal, guys. If I wanted to pull a Section 8 deal, oh, great. It's been here for 91 days, so I don't trust it. I would have to ask. I'd be like, hey, why haven't you sold yet? It seems like you're priced really well. Why haven't you sold? This guy right here, 3-bed, 1 bath. Interior looks to be, I wouldn't say it's perfect, but I'd say it's maybe good enough. It's missing mechanicals though. The mechanicals are not in the house. So, and the garage is falling apart. I feel like we can do a little better than that, guys. I think we could do a little better. Remember, the downfall of a lot of these deals is simply the condition. So I want it to look so far so good like this. Going inside the house, Nice. Yeah. Great. That looks turnkey to me. Doesn't really look like it needs any work. That looks good to me. I like that house. Okay, so now I want to check the rent here because I know Section 8 is going to say $1,600. But remember, if the rent were $1,600, we could pay $100K. It's not $1,600. The rent is probably $1,200. Let's find out. Yep, $1,254. What do I think about that? I think it's pretty bad. I think if this is going to rent for $1,254, my price is low. Honestly, I'm locking this up for $60K. I would need this at $60K because that rent is super, super low. So guys, sometimes it really helps if you can find a better property. That rent, $1,200, would 100% yield a $60,000 purchase price. That's just sort of where we need to be. We could try for $70K, but this thing right here doesn't look turnkey. Like, what is all this? What am I looking at here? It looks like a mess. Yeah, it looks really good on the inside, but as I zoom in, no, it actually doesn't. What's all this? That's terrible work. There's no caulking around the toilet. That's bad. That's bad work, guys. I don't think that would pass an inspection. So these are the things you want to look for, guys. This is what you want to look for in a cash deal. Maybe we can find a good one. Maybe we can't find a good one. Maybe there's a good one here. Okay. I'm looking. Could be worse. It could be worse. I mean, a couple things stand out to me. Super old windows, a little bit of wrinkles in the carpet. But honestly, it's not terrible. I feel like this could suffice. And it's going to have high rent because of the square footage, beds and baths. So let's find out what this is. Hopefully 1,400, guys, because with 1,400 rent, you can pay significantly more. Nice. 1,419. So we'll call that $1,400. So I found my deal. What's the price? Well, they're looking for 99 on this thing, so we'll throw in 99,000. This is the first time I've ever used this. Rent is 1,400. Property tax. I use 250 for both, so I'll just go ahead and do 125. Yeah. Oh, and you already have it autofilled. That's nice. More realistically, guys, it's going to be 150 on the property taxes and 100 on the monthly insurance. Your desired profit, 5,000 would be nice. And calculate. Now, before it shows me where I need to be, guys, I'll tell you where I need to be. Kurt, this is all based on my formula: rent multiplied by 0.8 minus PITI times 12 divided by total cost of entry. But Kurt, I think we'll be off a little bit here because I did just find something else out. The closing costs on a DSCR loan are actually like 9 to 10K. When you buy one of these houses, your closing costs are 9 to 10K. I know it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's much higher than we thought. I thought it was 6K. I thought it was 5 or 6K. I recently just sold it. And yeah, this is probably one that would have a 10K closing cost. So that might be something that we have to adjust. I just found that out, so you don't need to worry about it. I think we're too high, Kurt. I think we're a little bit too high on that. I would offer 70. I'd offer 70 on this. I think 82 is a tad too high. It's not far off, but I'd offer 70. And the reason I'd offer 70 is because the underwriting is probably going to look like this. If you get it for 70, buyer pays 75, right? And if you have a 7% interest rate, maybe your down payment on that thing is 15,000. You have $399 per month in payments plus taxes and insurance. 1,400 multiplied by 0.8. Subtract 250. Am I sharing my screen? Camera froze? I know. That's just what it does. It just did that. Hold up. That'll be back on momentarily. Sorry for the delay.
Yeah, we could easily just add a note on that. We could easily factor those in, but I think probably throttle the assignment a little bit. Like, there should be some threshold where we don't allow people to put in a 5K assignment, maybe 10K minimum, so that the offers come out a little.
Also for the cushion for the double closing.
Yeah.
So a couple little numbers to change, and we could have that fixed in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's really close to where it needs to be. This is how I'm actually underwriting these deals right now, guys. 75.
Okay, go ahead.
75,000, 20% down, 7% interest. So that's going to be about $650 in monthly payments. Rent is $1,400. Take off 20%, subtracting the $650 in monthly payments. This is how much we're making per month, which is really high figure. To make that much per month is rare. multiply that by 12. That's how much you make per year. But your total cost of entry on this bad boy is actually going to be like 24,000 with 9K closing, 25,000. So if we divide this by 25, total cost of entry, your cash on cash return is about 23%. And I'm finding that 20% is kind of the minimum for these. It's great if you're closer to 25%, but guys, that's if you get it under contract at 70. We see people like Yusuf getting these things at $60,000. So it's possible, guys. And remember, this has been here for 84 days. 84 days. So, Kurt, I'm going to send you the revised. Just actually, you already have the formula, Kurt. Just make a note of closing costs being closer to $10,000 on these properties. And minimum cash on cash should be probably 20%.
Yep, that's so we didn't factor in the 10,000 closing costs. It's actually targeting 20%. That's why it came out at that price. But
Yeah.
once you factor in the 10,000 closing costs, it's gonna change.
Yeah, I think I don't know what the formula is behind this. I would 7.3 is fine.
If you scroll down to the assumptions, you're gonna see.
Assumptions.
You can click that. Yeah.
20%, interest rate 7, loan to value 80% is.
So right now we have closing costs at 5,000. If we put it at 10,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put
it's
your
about
you can edit it.
yes.
Oh, good. Nice. Okay, cool. So I would just generate LOI. Let's look at this. Generate LOI fund. And does this go to my email?
You download it on your computer.
Perfect. And I can't put in my phone number here. But I'll just do
Put a fake one. Yep. Put your earnest money.
Oh, I see. I thought that was. Oh, nice. Look at that.
And you can edit it too if you want.
Oh, beautiful. Look at this LOI generator here. Oh my gosh, guys, isn't that cool? Isn't that really cool? I think that's so cool. So we just need to refine the numbers a little bit, but this is something that Kurt came out with for us, and it's within the website, which you all have access to now. So we're hoping to make a slow transition over to using that website, and hopefully that makes that a little bit easier for people to use. And I think there's even more. Resources and softwares. Wow. Okay. Mortgage takeover calculator, seller finance calculator. Wow. We've really gone all out here, or I should say Kurt's really gone all out. And then within resources, contracts, real estate dictionary. Oh, wow, Kurt. This is so cool. Wow. That's so cool. Wow, we've got every single piece of terminology you could possibly. Wow. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. You could command find, like. Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, there's more coming. There's a lot more coming. These are just the bare minimums, but we're gonna up it. We're gonna up the game. Every people in here, every students that are listening to this right now, drop in every suggestions, DM me, and I can make a tool for you on HMH.group.
Absolutely. Somebody says, "Are you afraid the housing market will collapse one day?" Where are you going to live? Where are you going to live? Don't you have to live somewhere? People got to live somewhere, man. Anyways, what's boards? These are suggestions. These are suggestions, announcement, bug reports. Wow. Okay, well, so the only thing I'd say, Kurt, is that when people go to Hold My Hand Wholesale on WAP.com, I want them to get access to this site. That would be great.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
I already told Ari about that, but I don't know if he did it.
I can check.
Okay, cool. Wow. Well, Kurt, this is phenomenal. This is great.
Yeah, everybody praise Kurt. Fire emojis in the chat.
Somebody says, "How about a calculator to get cash on cash?" That is already in there. That is already in there. So that's going to be, if you go to tools,
I can create like mini calculators for cash and cash, ARV, those little things that you want to like just get right off the bat. I can make those.
I think the Section 8 calculator, we just need to change closing costs, and then Kurt, base it around this formula.
Yep.
Rent multiplied by 0.8 minus PITI times PI times 12 divided by total cost of entry, with closing costs being 10K. And then minimum should be 20% cash on cash, but ideally closer to 25% plus. Yeah. So yeah, that's great, man. Thanks so much for showing me that. Make subscriptions easier instead of WAP. I don't know how to do that. Anyways, can you show us
Test
how?
out the creative finance calculators if there's something wrong.
Sure.
Any miscalculations in
Somebody asked me to show them the sell your deal tab. So essentially here, you can either submit it to our team and you can get this sent directly to us, or you can sell it yourself and you can post it on the marketplace. So there's two options for you there. And wow, this is just so cool. List your deal in $5 cartel. That's cool.
Yeah, I have Andrew making a video for that right now.
So get a property under contract, submit to $5 cartel, market it to your buyer network. Wow, you collect 60% of assignment fee, submit your deal to $5 cartel. And if I click on this, I just have to log in, and my login is my Discord username and password.
It's login with WAP.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There you go.
Yeah, no notes, guys. Well, a couple notes, but yeah, just change the closing costs on there, and you should be good to go. And make sure that formula is accurate. But yeah, I would worry picking that up at 80, Kurt, because 90% of these deals that sell for Section 8 buyers are locked up between 60 and 70,000, maybe 75 maximum. But if we lock something at 82 and send it to a buyer at 87, the cash on cash can be a little bit low. Do you do any deals in Washington State? Not really. There's an issue with creative finance over there right now. I don't exactly know what it is. But wow, that's so cool. Anyways,
Yeah.
my camera froze again. That's pretty fire. Mona Lisa has a mortgage. Yes. Mike, I can help you out. Let me see if I can fix my camera. Why does it keep freezing? Every day. All right. Well, with that, let's jump into our normal stream here. I'm going to start out with a couple calls, and we are going to go from there. So let's just start out with a few calls that I had today. So I had 600 Sherry Brook that we were going to call. Let's see if I can find that. Here it is. Okay. So this is a property that I offered seller finance on some time ago. Now the realtor declined my offer. Now she's calling me back, which means they might want to take my offer. So that would be really cool. It's in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's listed for $600,000. Is there a mortgage on the property? Doesn't look like there's a mortgage on the property, and looks like they've owned it for about 14 years now. So cool. Let's go ahead and call. This is a duplex seller finance in Raleigh, North Carolina. So let's call 600 Cherrybrook, and then I'm going to call some of my students' leads. 600. Oh, she left me a voicemail. I'm calling back about your offer that you submitted. Oh, this is going to be good. Hi, Andy. My name is Richard Taylor. I had called you some months ago regarding Sherrybrook, and I got a call back from you guys about it. So I just wanted to see if there's anything I could help you with.
Yeah, I've been trying to connect with you. I just wanted to let you know that the sellers were finally able to look over your offer, and they're not opposed to it. They like the structure that you have, but they just need a larger down payment, and they're looking for
to offer that. Maybe my camera has an ability to turn on. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Just work for me, dog. You're gonna get it soon. I know you are. Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay. Must be fully comfortable. All right. Okay, let's keep going. So, I don't know if Ken's call got pushed back a little bit. Ken, you had some kind of call for me, but I remember you said that they weren't available today and they were available Thursday.
Oh, so the Thursday one was for Phoenix. Today's is for the Savannah portfolio.
Okay. Savannah portfolio. And what can you tell me about the Savannah portfolio?
So I called this agent on one property, and I, kind of went over the numbers, did the checkmate pitch and everything. And his seller is looking to offload 6 of his 22 properties in Savannah. And so I sent over the offer. I'm like, hey, if this is something that works for you, maybe we can look at picking up all 6.
Okay.
And I talked to the agent today, confirming that he'd be available at 5:30 because that's in Georgia. And he gave me the seller's contact info. So I text him, see if he'd be able to be available for a call today. And he said that the reason I'm selling some of my properties is for cash capital, and our terms did not work for him. And he's got 2 current offers, one on one property, one on the other. And he's like, if you want to bid higher, we can do so, because he's considering the offers that he currently has. So I didn't know if you'd be able to hop on a call and maybe try to do what you did with the Cleveland one yesterday.
Sure. Okay. I don't fully understand. He's declined our offer because he needs more cash, and you just want me to talk to him and see if I can convince him to do it?
Yeah, because like you did yesterday with the Cleveland one, saying that a seller could like refinance their house, use that as the down payment, and then we would take over, or whoever that buyer would be would take over that refinance debt, and then seller finance the rest.
Okay. I can always shoot my shot, man. I can always shoot my shot.
It doesn't hurt,
Yeah.
I'm percentage shots you don't take.
Yeah. I'm happy to shoot my shot and just see what he says to it. They were open to creative finance, but with a higher down payment, and maybe we can.
So when I initially talked to the agent, he said that the seller might consider doing seller finance if it could be done on all 6. And that was per the first conversation. And then when I text the owner or the seller today, he said the reason he's looking to sell some of his properties, is to get cash capital. So my guess, maybe he wants more upfront, I think. You
Okay.
understand cash capital more than I do.
Okay. Usually, if somebody wants more liquidity, seller finance isn't a good option. I do understand that we might have an alternative solution for them that might get them a little bit more liquidity. It is important to note that refinances do cost money, like probably 5 to 10,000, depending on the purchase price of the house. So we're kind of asking him to spend money, but he would be refunded on the back end. If you want to send me the portfolio and then a phone number, I'm happy to give him a call and just sort of see what I can do. But I'll let you guys know. Sweet talking to people is nice, getting in good words is nice, but there's not really any convincing somebody to sell or finance. They either want to or don't want to. So maybe he's open to seller finance, and maybe we could get him to refinance some of his equity out of the property and then take over that remaining debt. That is possible. There's always a chance. So I guess he's right. You know, you do miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So we'll hop on a call with him and see.
So I only have the one property because they didn't give me the other 5, but I did text you the address for the one property that I did inquire upon first, and I sent you a screenshot of the contact information of the seller.
Yeah. And then guys, I will hop on a phone with Kian, the seller of those other properties today, because I do think we'll be able to get all of them done. So here's the address for you. And this is the realtor, not the owner?
Oh, that's the owner. That is the owner's contact information.
Sure. I'll tread lightly. I don't want to try to force his hand. But yeah, let's see what we can do. Did you tell him I'd be calling?
I'm a text saying, I'll have Richard give you a call. He's my funding partner. He can give you a call around 5:30.
Okay. Okay, it's ringing. They're free and clear?
The
If
one
you
that
record your name and reason
yes,
for
I'm not
calling,
sure about you.
I'll see if this person is available.
Richard Taylor, Savannah Properties. I don't really know
Thanks,
what I'm
Richard
walking
Taylor.
into.
Please stay on the line.
I guess I do have the details, but we'll see. We'll see. You know, you never know. Hey, Adam, I think you're talking to my, I guess he kind of finds the deals. I fund the deals. You were talking to Ken about some properties in Savannah, Georgia. I wasn't entirely sure if you were open to the offer that he made you. I'm his funding partner on this one. So we kind of go 50-50. He finds them. I fund the down payment for him. He told me that there was a chance that if we could do all 6 of your houses, you might be open to some seller financing if we give you the right down payment.
I'm listening to you, but so far your down payment has been extremely low.
Yeah, usually I gotta call like 100 people. Full transparency, I gotta call 100 people, but everything I've got in my portfolio, I've got for like 5 to 10% down, and I'd never take that. I'd never take 5 to 10% down on any of my properties. But it's crazy, you call enough people, and somebody says yes. So what I do is I'm the one who funds the deals, but I don't want to make those calls myself. So I essentially offer them equity if they can make the calls for me, which is what Kent did. But if we were to do all 6 of them, what percentage down payment you think you'd be okay with?
Well, I'm just going to give you a dollar amount because
Sure.
That's what I have in my head. I've had these properties a long time, and I'm only, like I told your, I don't know, what do I call him? Agent?
He's he's my call him my general partner. I'm the limited partner.
General partner.
Yeah.
That's fine. I got it. Well, like I told him, the only reason I'm putting a couple of my properties up, okay, is for cash.
Right.
Because I've got something I want to do, and I have a number in my head of what I need to do my project. And I was cashing a few things in. That's it. And the number I've got in my head, my minimal number to do my next project is $300,000 a unit. And I'm not going to make it at the offer you guys offer, which is $38,000. And I went, nah.
Oh, 300 down per property.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Banks at 20% down. Yeah, that's.
No, I don't know where he gets his numbers from, but I told him that there's an offer on. I've got 2 people that have given me a cash offer down, $250 and $272, and that's all in the past 2 days. And then he got back in touch with me, and I told him that. And if you want to beat that, talk to me. And he says, okay, Richard will call you. And I'm going, All right.
There's no
Don't call-
convincing people to do a deal. You either catch them at the right time or you don't catch them at the right time. I don't think it's the right time for you to accept a down payment like that. Maybe after you get a big win on that next project of yours, you'd be ready to sell or finance for terms like that. But you know, I'm in the same mindset as you. I wouldn't take that kind of down payment either.
Yeah,
But I will
let
say,
me ask you
surprisingly,
this.
people do.
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, I know. Look, I've been a lawyer for 50 years. Okay. I know what people do. You know, if something has happened, I've probably witnessed it somewhere during the last 50 years as a lawyer. But, you know, and you think I've seen a lot as a civil lawyer. My brother was a prosecutor. So between the two of us, we got some good conversations. But here's my question to you. The type of financing you're talking about, do you do standard financing where I would be the deed secured debt holder first?
Yeah. If you're in second position, I mean, I could stop making those payments on the loan, and then you just lose your entire portfolio.
Do you know how many of those we hear about? I mean, everybody wants to put me as second to the bank, and I'm looking at them like,
it's a new method. It's a new method.
It's great if somebody buys it.
Yeah.
Jumps on it.
I've never executed one of those deals before, but I guess the pickle is when you're in my line of work, I gotta call 100 people before one person's down to seller finance at 10% down. Fair. But sometimes and occasionally I could call 50 people and offer them maybe 30% down, where you get that 30% from a DSCR loan and they finance the rest. But you're right, you know, it is kind of a mess here, because if you stop making those payments, bank takes the house before you take the house. So it's not the best scenario. I prefer to make my plethora of phone calls to find somebody to take 10 or 15% down.
Well, look, it makes perfect sense from your perspective. You know, I've got no issue with you making your best deal. You know, I just don't want to make my worst deal.
Of course, of course. Somebody out there will. Somebody out there will. You know, I just got to keep hitting the phones.
All right, Richard, if I decide that I don't want to manage my own properties, I've retired as a trial lawyer and I just play with my own properties now. I got over 70 of them. And it's just something I do, okay? But if I decide I don't want to do it, I'll keep your number. And if you're interested in this area still, you can talk to me. If not, you can say, have a nice day.
Oh, you know, I'm very interested. I think the max I put down is probably 15%, though. You think you'll ever be at a point in time where that's okay? I will offer over list. So like, for this one you got on East 54th, damn, I'd pay you $475,000 if we could sell or finance it. Because I try to incentivize it as much as I can. I care most about my down payment. And I'll over leverage the back end for you guys. But yeah, there's no convincing people to do it. So yeah, if you're ever ready to take a down payment like that, I mean, we'll eat the whole portfolio. I own in Atlanta, I own in Temple, and I'd love to own in Savannah. Yeah.
And what percentage do you do? A percentage on interest, or do you do a principal payment?
I could do either. So I could either over leverage the principal. Maybe I offer you 50, 60K over list price, or if it cash flows, I could offer you an interest rate. For a property like the one that you have on East 54th, I think a 5% interest rate on the 400,000 might be somewhere around 2,000, 2,500. So it would depend what you're bringing in. I mean, if that East 54th property could bring in 4K and my payments could be all in 2,000, 2,500. Oh yeah, I'll stack an interest rate onto it. It just more so matters to me what that interest rate might yield on the purchase price.
The only way that property at let's just say this year, is going to bring in 4K is if you did like traveling nurses,
Airbnb, midterm rental, something like that.
Exactly right. That's the only way you're going to pull that number. And in fact, I've got a neighbor that is pulling that number. Okay. You know, because I own a lot of properties, almost everybody's my neighbor, you know what I mean? But I've got them all over the place. But on that, you know, a street over, somebody is getting like 2,200 each side, but they're doing it to traveling nurses and they're doing it for Airbnb. Okay. That's the only way. But if you're going to go straight rent to get that, you got to go downtown, Savannah. You know,
this is my solution to that problem is because I imagine you probably bring in 1,300 aside, maybe 1,200 aside on something like this. My solution to that is I just offer you way over your asking price and try to pay my interest in the form of an over leveraged principal payment here, because even a 3% interest rate, I'd have a real hard time cash flowing on that. So it's kind of hard for owners, and sometimes I find them accepting this offer for this reason. My whole pitch is I call you guys and say, hey, I'm ready to buy this at 419,000. I'll get that done right now. And then I say, but wait a second, my mortgage on 419 is more than you rent it out for. How do I get qualified? And they're like, oh, well, you just try to get qualified. And I'm like, no, wait a second. The lending guidelines state that they cannot qualify me or anybody else, regardless of my credit score, if I am losing money on the investment. It's considered a predatory loan. It's what happened in 2008. And then they say, oh, and then I say, well, would you take a lowball? And they say, no, I wouldn't take that. And I say, okay, so if I can't lowball you, I can't get a loan on it. How does it sell? They're speechless. And I say, I'll tell you what, I'll offer you $50K over your asking price if I can make you payments for 6 years. And eventually, if I call enough people with that pitch, they usually say yes. So the reason that we called you on this one is if I tried to get a mortgage on this property anywhere near your asking price, I'd be deep underwater. So I thought, hey, maybe I could offer you more than your asking price on seller finance terms.
No, I know. That part, I understand what you're doing.
Yeah.
But you got to remember from this particular person you're speaking to, and my first name's Adam, by the way, is I wanted to get some cash, more than I'm going to grab. And I didn't want to take a loan out. So I said, when I first started buying all these buildings, I had decided when I hit retirement, I would sell 5 buildings and I would get this particular amount of cash. So I'm just putting into play something I set up 20 years ago. But if I decide I don't want to do the business anymore, I can see where I could work with you.
We'll do a deal one day when you win big on your next project. You'll win big. You'll make a couple mil on that next project, and you'll be ready to not be a landlord anymore. And that's where I'll take over.
Well, I'll tell you what, I did do that, and I did do a couple million on that project. I bought something else, and the price tripled, which is worth a lot more now, which is I'm good. But again, I'm in the same position. I'm in real estate, and my kids like to hunt, and that's a hunting property. And so it's like I can't stop because they're having a blast. So it's like I went, okay, that didn't work good. So I'm doing it again. But I got your number, and I appreciate it. It's Richard Taylor, right?
Yes, sir. Richard Taylor. Yeah. You save my number, shoot me or Kent a text. If you ever want to get a deal done, I've got the capacity to take down a lot of the portfolio right now, but down payment's a little bit out of line right now. So we'll talk when the time is right.
That's fair. All right, Richard. Thank you. You have a good night.
Talk soon. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
That was great. And I was so transparent with him. I told him exactly what we were doing, what the game plan was. And I kept getting the comment. I kept getting this comment. You are a sociopath. Don't care, lie outright, and put them on social media for your own gain. Well, yeah. I mean, if an agent asked me, are you assigning the contract? I'm like, well, sometimes I say yes, but a lot of the times I say no. So I will be honest. I do kind of lie to agents a lot, but agents are shooting their sellers in the foot. You know what? You want to know the institution that I'm lying to? I'll put this into perspective for you. So I lie to agents about whether or not I'm going to assign the property because their seller says yes to my offer. And then I tell the agent I'm wholesaling it, and sometimes they kill the deal. And it's like, wait a second, your seller wants to do this and you're killing the deal for your seller? But beyond that, the National Association of Realtors, the NAR, they were sued for billions of dollars for scamming their sellers. They're scamming their sellers, outright sued for billions. Do you think they fought that lawsuit? Do you think they fought it? Do you think they said, wait, we wouldn't do that. We're a good group of people. We wouldn't do that. Do you think they said that? No, they yielded 250M to their victims. They said, oh, you caught us. I didn't think you'd catch us. And then you know what they proceeded to do? They proceed to lobby to Congress to outlaw practices that stop foreclosure so that they can keep more money in their pocket. This is an evil institution, and you're damn right I'll lie to them from time to time. If your seller wants to do a deal with me and they accepted my offer, but that is contingent on me taking title, not passing it off to one of my business partners, oh my goodness, let me lie to your face. Oh my God. I just don't feel too bad about it. It's just like they're a scam institution. I'm doing something that helps sellers, and I just don't really care. But with that said, I have a ton of wholesale deals in closing right now where I have told the agent that I'm wholesaling it. If the agent is a good person, I'll tell them I'm wholesaling it. But if I sense that they're a pain in my ass, oh my God, I'm not going to tell them I'm wholesaling it. No way. And do I post people on social media for my own gain? Yes. 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 Okay. Anyways, Ken, I think that call went as well as it could have gone, but I could hear in his voice in 10 minutes that there's just the number just didn't make sense. So I don't try to convince, rather I use the practice of ultimate transparency with the individual, because I'll be super transparent. He was a great guy, so I'll be super transparent with him, but I use full transparency with him and tell him like how many calls we have to make, how I wouldn't accept the offer that I'm making to him. And what that did is that won me brownie points because I was being authentic. Authenticity is way more important than smooth talking and giving somebody the right numbers and motivating them to say yes. So he likes me. He'd hang out with me. He'd get dinner with me. And because of that, you might get a call back in the future, you know? So we'll shoot him a text right now and say, hey, good. Okay, I shot him a text, and I'm gonna just save him in my chat as Savannah GA landlord. All right, Kent, I tried my best.
Yeah, I kind of figured that's how it was going to go when he said he was looking to get some cash capital above. You did very well as far as keeping that rapport, and then I saved him in my phone as well, and I'm going to reach out to him and tell him like, hey, I heard you talked to Richard. Couldn't do anything on this one. If you're looking to offload more in the future, once you get done with that project, let me know, and then Richard and I can have a discussion.
Excellent. That's all you can do, man. That's all you can do. Now, let's call Kian and see what's going on about his portfolio of 127. Back on it, guys. Back on it. Here we go. And then we'll talk to some more students with questions. If my phone's thinking about ringing. It's not thinking about ringing. We'll FaceTime him. I'm buddies with this seller. We'll just give him a FaceTime call. Bro might not be available. Can you look at a property for me and see if it's something you're interested in? I cannot hold my hand wholesale. How old are you? What would you guys guess? How old do you think I am? Okay, I'll just send him a voice note. Kian. Okay, I guess we're waiting for a mortgage statement from him. Deal in close, one question, 30 seconds. I'll do questions now. I'll do questions. So guys, Chris wants me to find him a fix and flip. Should I call Chris's fix and flip? He wants me to find one. I think I found one. 27 or 33? Oh, 28. I'll tell you guys, I don't shave. I literally can't grow facial hair here. It does not grow. So hopefully that helps you out. No, I'm 24, guys. I'm 24. Okay. So Should I call Chris's fix and flip really quick, guys, and then take some more questions? So I'm actually buying a house on stream tomorrow. You guys are gonna see me buy a house live tomorrow, and I'm gonna make $35,000 on the flip of that property. Let me first call my contractor and let him know that we should start rehab shortly. I use PropStream and BuyBox Cartel as my only softwares. Hey man, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Guess what, man? I'm closing on Merlin tomorrow. That's that one that you said you guys could just bang out, huh?
Yeah, that'd be quick. I had that roof up real quick. I'm actually doing a roof right now.
Oh, cool.
I got all the I just went through and redid all the window seals too. Over there at Sanford. I didn't like how it looked, so I went through and just redid them all.
Oh, huge.
Yeah.
You were probably like 2.5 weeks out from Sanford, maybe 3 even.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. I didn't like some stuff in there, so I redid it. Like it didn't look good. You know, off the conversation me and you had, I wanted to look better, so I went and redid some stuff in there. I'm gonna send you some pictures when we get off the phone.
Great. And hey, my buddy is trying to start flipping, and I think I want to use your full capacity. I don't really want to. I love to use your entire capacity, and I already have another one I'm trying to get here, that Ostigo Street that you're walking. So hopefully I can fill your full capacity for flips. But he wanted me to ask you, do you know any other contractors in Detroit who you think do a good job?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Okay.
I really don't like referring people because I don't like putting people on my name, if I'm being honest.
Oh, okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll use my following.
What I do is I just keep growing. Just keep growing my crews, keep hiring people.
Okay, good. Because I want to grow with you, man. I think we got a really good thing going on.
Yeah. I just keep growing, keep hiring people. I hired some new guys just last week, so I just keep growing and keep hiring, and I only take on what I think I can handle. And when I get more people, I'll let you know.
Great. Well, hey, we got Merlin coming up. That should be real quick here. You said it was a 6.2. Is it a 6.2 or a 5.2?
It's just that's for sure 6.2, I believe, because it's made the exact same way. I'm almost certain. Unless I missed like not seeing a closet or something, but I'm almost certain. It's for sure a 5.2, 100%. But I'm pretty sure it's a 6.2.
That would be great because I sell those for 150.
Let me go look again. And I'm looking at the video. So boom, bedroom here, closet. Let's see. Bedroom here, closet. So that's 3. I didn't go in the other room, but it is definitely a room in that one. So if it's not, we can make it.
Great.
So I see 3 bedrooms in there. Let me go look at the other video. I believe they made the exact same way, if I'm being honest.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
I'm looking at the videos now that I sent you. Yeah, it's definitely 3 rooms in each. So the only thing that it might not be is maybe a closet. Closet there. So that may be the only thing we know. So it's definitely, I think it's 3 and 3. I just seen on one video it got 3 closets and 3 rooms, and I'm pretty sure the other one do too.
Okay. Perfect. Well, I'm gonna close on that tomorrow. You think you could start? What do you think? Maybe Friday or Monday?
Tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, we can get it started Monday. Of course, we're doing a roof, so I just got to get that set up, get the dumpster over there and stuff like that.
Okay. Perfect. Well, we'll go ahead and get that closed out, and I will get you instructions on how to get the keys, or maybe there's a lockbox. I don't remember.
Okay, and they never got back with me. Remember we was trying to get the furnaces and hot water tanks? They never got back with me.
Oh, what?
When you wrote them in the group chat. I asked them where it was at.
Oh,
so they still got some hot water
frustrating.
tanks and
Hold
furnaces for
I'll call the agent. He just needs to get
Sanford.
back. Okay. All right. Let me give him a call and I'll let you know about that.
Okay. That's for Sanford. Just let me know.
Okay. Thanks so much. Talk soon. Bye-bye. What is in the chat? Okay, I gotta call this damn realtor. He told me that we get. Come on, you better pick up the phone. Mina, it's really hard for me to check my DMs. I just have so many. We were supposed to get the Thanks, taller than food. Ryan. Man. Damn, he won't pick up the phone. Hey, can I get the mechanicals? It was promised to me at closing, and we haven't been able to collect them. Maybe I should call his brokerage. Yeah, that sounds like a fun idea. 11461 Sanford Street was listed by Ryan Kane, and your brokerage is Remax Leading Edge Detroit. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Yeah, let's call the brokerage.
Thank you for calling Sherry Saad's office. We are either on a call or away from our desk. Please leave a detailed message, name, and phone number, and we will return your call. Our office hours are Monday through Friday, 10 to 6 p.m. Gracias por hablar a la oficina de Sherry Saad. Estamos en otra llamada o lejos del escritorio. Favor de dejar su mensaje, su nombre y número y se le regresará la llamada. Las horas de oficina son de lunes a viernes de 10 a 6 de la tarde. Gracias.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Hi there. My name is Richard Taylor. This is my cell phone. I had bought a property off of your brokerage. The address is 11461 Sanford Street in Detroit, Michigan. I have a trail of texts from the agent, Ryan Kane, stating that I would be able to get the mechanicals, as in the furnace and water heater, that was in storage with the property management company or perhaps your brokerage. I have been unable to collect on that, and that was something that was written in the contract, and that was something that I was promised if we were going to close. So I just wanted to see if there was a way that you could get a hold of Ryan for me. I don't know if he likes to look at his phone or incoming calls, but it would be super helpful if there was some way that I could collect those mechanicals. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Bye-bye. Unfortunately, I can't say my phone number here, so I will call Ryan one more time because I really just need those mechanicals. All right. They better not do that because I 100% will sue the brokerage. Okay. It's just such an easy. It's so easy to sue people. Like I just have my lawyer on retainer, and I'm like them, send to them. And usually you don't even have to sue them. I just send them a letter and they pay up. It's never gone poorly. It honestly goes well every time. Okay. What's the hardest thing you deal with? I'm thinking. My properties, probably my houses. The wholesale operation is amazing. Nothing wrong with the wholesale operation. Used to be lots wrong with the wholesale operation. Wholesale operation's stellar. My properties and going to the gym, leg day maybe. I don't know. It's just not that bad. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna talk to people now. We're gonna do questions for the rest of today. I have no more calls. So I think I don't know, Mike, what were we gonna do today? Nottingham Road. No, I don't know about that, but you can Mike, can you hear me, man? Mr. Mike?
Yes, brother. Sorry, my bad.
All good, no worries. How you doing, man?
Good, brother. How are you?
I'm doing well today. I'm well. Mona Lisa has a mortgage. It's worth like 120 or 130, right?
The mortgage due is 53,321.
You got to make a cash offer, unfortunately. You could try
Yeah,
this.
but I think. Sorry to interrupt you, brother. Remember, it's getting 930, so it wouldn't really cash flow. It'd be like maybe a $47,000 offer. But I was thinking, what if we do a mortgage takeover? Because we did that with him before. Like offer him. I don't know if my numbers are right, but if we offer him 9K, is that too much?
That's totally fine. My only concern is I know it cash flows as is, but as a hybrid, it wouldn't cash flow. So we couldn't make him additional monthly payments. But yeah, if you could offer him a lowball figure to take over the debt, great.
Okay, yeah. So I was thinking of giving him 9K. He took 2K for Gilchrist. I don't really know like if this guy just wants to get rid of everything. I know that I did mess up by sending him that seller finance offer yesterday because now he probably has this figure in his head. But I'll break it down to him like, hey, sorry, we thought it was free and clear, and now that you have a mortgage, we're going to handle it the same as Gilchrist.
Is that the realtor right there, bro? Oh my God, it is him. Well, yeah, dude, if he's down for that, great. Maybe he will be.
All right, cool. Well, I'll go ahead and I'll keep you posted, brother. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Talk soon.
Yes, sir.
I forgot to call Chris's flip, guys. I totally forgot to call Chris's flip. You remember Chris's flip? We were gonna call Chris flip. So let me just call Chris and ask him if he's ready to do this, because I don't know if bro's ready to do this. Great. Own with Omar. Hey, so that house I sent you, I was gonna call the realtor right now, and I was gonna see if we could get that thing at the right price. But the thing is, you do kind of need a contractor. So my step one on that is to send the contractor to the property, get the rehab estimate, and then make the offer so that I can make the offer without an inspection period and EMD day one.
Are you sure? Like, I can make the offer.
Well, I'm saying that before you make the offer, you should have a contractor that you can send to the property. So I would see if you can hop on some Zoom meetings or use your following to find that. Maybe you could type in your following and see if there's any Detroit contractors.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around. I'm uploading the testimonials right now, but right after that, I'll reach out to some contractors. My following, I'll continue to look through, but our audiences differ slightly, and
Sure,
it's
yeah.
a bit more difficult with mine. But I'll keep looking. I'll find a contractor. I'll give them a call and let them know that I want to do a walkthrough. Have the contractor walk the property, and then, dude, finding it for me was like so kind of you. Like, you don't have to call. I'll set up the contractor.
Yeah.
Negotiate with them. Don't worry about it.
Well, I can call, since I'm pretty good at getting these low balls accepted. It's literally like 2 minutes of my time to do it, so it's easy. I'm happy to help.
I'll tell you what. If you make the call,
You don't have to pay me. Don't pay me. Keep your money.
No, screw off. If you make the call, I'll give you.
You literally don't have to. But at some point in time, get me the Valvetronic exhaust for my RS6. That's what you can do, but not in the future. In the late future, sometime. That's what I have my eyes on, and I'm not pulling the trigger on right now.
How much is it?
I don't know.
Is it like $6 grand?
No, I think it's like 4 or something. But no. That's even.
If you help me out with this, if you just make a call and cast your magic Richard Taylor wand, I will.
Don't do anything. I'm kidding. Don't do anything. But
Chat, back me up.
I'm gonna all you need to do is hop on a Zoom meeting. Don't trust your contractors. They're gonna try to scam you. You need a just like meet with like 4 or 5 and just pick the one who gives you the best vibe, like somebody who you could be friends with.
Of course.
And then share with him that we have over 1 million followers and we'd hate to have anything go wrong.
I'd hate to have a nasty.
God, I'd hate to have a bad experience with you and make a video.
500,000 to 1 million views, what would that do to you?
So yeah, well, just find your good guy, and it's really important to find the contractor first. And I think that so the way I win really good prices is I buy with no inspection because I have my contractor walk before I even make the offer, and then I submit earnest money day one, and we're good to go.
Okay, so this is what I'll do. I'll call contractors in the area. I'll set up maybe 2 for a Zoom call tomorrow. Good conversation with them. I'll meet on Zoom or Discord or whatever, maybe FaceTime them. And then I'll catch a vibe, and then I'll introduce them to our following and say, look, if this goes well, I'd love to plaster you all over our group and blah, 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 and sing your praises. So, yeah, I got it. I know the team.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, wait a second. I have one, Rich. I'm vetting him before. Oh, so actually, yeah, it looks like Pam in the Discord lives in Detroit and might have somebody for that.
Pam. Oh my good. I'll get in the live stream right now and talk to Pam.
Pam is in the chat. Just PAM green username community helper.
Okay.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna hop into the live stream. I'll see you in a second.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Yeah, so Chris is gonna do a fix and flip on a single family. Bilbo, I got you, man. Just a sec. We'll bring you up though. See you. Okay. So Juan, what's up with you? My buyer wants that deal.
For our deal with what's up, Chris? With Robert and remember the 50 unit?
Yeah, they really want it.
Oh yeah, great. I talked to the realtor, talked to the seller, some Colombian guys, so my Spanish came in perfectly fine. I think I got them to, get back on board. They just really want to have a call and meet these guys. And I was like, yeah, we're ready to fly out. One of our partners, they're pretty popular. They own like 500, 700 doors. We're as serious and as safe as a buyer could be. So they're like, oh, cool. Can I meet them on a call to, just like you, me, the buyer, or like maybe your partner, Richard, or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I think
sure,
we can arrange that. And they wanted to call on Friday at like 1 p.m. your time.
So I shouldn't call the buyer yet and say, hey, we can get you to fly out yet, or should I tell them?
No, they'd say they want to meet him on a call quickly before. And I think if on the call they just, if they're cool with it.
Us or them?
Them mostly.
Them? Okay, let me call Robert and ask, or McKenna, and ask them if they're available for Friday.
Yeah, I just want a quick call Friday.
Okay. It's ringing. Yes, Rain Man. Pearl necklace.
Hey, Richard.
Hey, they finally got back to us. They'd like to meet you guys on Zoom. They want to, before you guys fly out, I guess they just want to make sure you're legit. So we are seeing if we can set up a Zoom meeting between you and the seller of that large multifamily in Detroit on Friday.
Okay, that's fine. Hopping on a plane's not legit enough for them, huh?
Well, I think they're open to that. I think that's next steps, but I think they just want to know who's meeting them,
Yeah, Zoom call's great. Mornings Eastern are best for us, but we can make any time work.
Okay, and will Robert be available as well?
Yes.
Great. Perfect. Well, let me go ahead and set that up. I'll put you in a group chat with the acquisitions manager and wholesaler who's working on this, and hopefully you guys can connect via Zoom on Friday.
Awesome, man. Thanks, Richard.
Absolutely. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Do you have any issue with selling your mortgage takeovers on the back end? 150% yes. Mortgage takeovers have completely changed in what sells. We used to be able to sell a 4% interest rate with 5 or 10% down. That no longer sells unless the price point is 150K and below. Now, mortgage takeovers must cash flow. There is an exception to where they don't have to cash flow. And that exception is if it is like a stunning house in Phoenix, Arizona with a 2 to 3% interest rate. So for example, I have a deal closing next week or so for $7,000. It's got a 3.5% interest rate. It's $200,000 and I got it for $5K down. It does not cash flow. But those are the terms you need if it's not going to cash flow. So it's in Norman, Oklahoma, which is a pretty solid market. It's got $5K down and the interest rate is 3.5%. The payment is $1,200. The rent is $1,400. So not a cash flowing deal. But the reason it sold is because It had just unbelievably amazing interest rates. And I would say that's kind of what you need if you're going to sell a non-cash flowing mortgage takeover. So it is the mortgage takeover space has drastically changed. Now cash flow is important again. Hey, Mora, I'm just gonna trust that I don't get cut out of this, but I'm gonna connect you with my buyers, okay?
Nah, I'm gonna cut you out, bro. You're right. Don't do it.
Okay, so these are both of my buyers. Can you coordinate the meeting?
Yeah, I got you. I'll keep you updated on anything.
Okay. Hey, McKenna and Robert, meet Juan Morales. He
Full
is
cover of the name. All right, that's fine.
he is the wholesaler on this deal. His sellers would like to meet via Zoom on Friday. And then I'll say what time works best. This is in regards to the large or the multifamily complex in Detroit I sent to you. Okay. And guys, if you want me to look at a house, hop on Hold My Hand Wholesale. I'm looking at people's deals right now. Next, I wonder if I had a call scheduled with Mr. Cruz. Cruz, you were in my reminders today. Do we have a call scheduled, man?
Hey, Rich, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well. Juan, you're all situated, right? Yes, you are. What were we gonna do today, Cruz? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Sorry, I was running. Yeah, my hybrid deal in Cali, the agent sent the offer to the seller, and then, sorry. And he had a question about subject to if what happens if the due on sale clause is triggered,
Sure.
and he just wanted to kind of talk about that.
Oh, I
He just-
spoke to him yesterday, I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of told him that we used to do it by a trust, but now we don't because Cali doesn't allow it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We unfortunately can't do trusts in California. You can, but just not in this fashion. I don't know why. But yeah, let me give this guy a call. Can you resend it? I can't seem to find it anymore. Is it Shane?
Yes.
For Catron?
Yeah.
Okay. Ringing. He knows you as what was it? Oscar, yeah.
Hello?
Hey, Shane, this is Richard Taylor. We had spoken yesterday about Catron Drive in Oakland. You were speaking to my acquisitions manager, Oscar, about it. I understand you had some questions about due on sale clause in regards to the offer. Yeah. So it's not a perfect scenario, but there is a solution for it. I just sold my house in San Antonio like this, and if the due on sale clause gets called, I'm gonna have them deed the property back to me, and we're just gonna continue the deal on a land contract. The land contract is the same thing as seller finance, but your seller holds the title. So, we've had due on sale clause called before, and anytime that happens, I'm just gonna deed the property back to the seller, and then we're gonna continue to make them payments as we were doing. So it's not a perfect scenario. I don't love that. I will say, though, it's quite unlikely that that would happen.
Okay, so that way the seller will have the property.
Yeah, that way it wouldn't have been no due on sale clause because, well, wait a second, you still own the property.
Okay.
Yeah.
The title is not going to be under your name.
In that scenario, correct. In that scenario, it would go back to them and we would do what's called a land contract, where I simply make them payments while they still hold the title.
So are you guys still making the balloon payment?
Yes, absolutely. Everything would stay the same. It's just that the seller would hold the title in that scenario, and then we would go ahead and pay it off at our balloon.
Okay, nothing changed. Just
Correct. Yeah, it's just the title change to prevent or revert the due on sale clause. Correct.
Okay, makes sense. Okay,
Perfect. Thanks so much.
perfect. Okay, thanks.
Talk soon. Bye-bye. I don't like subject to, guys. I have one house subject to the existing mortgage. I just don't like it because honestly, as I say that, I'm like, yeah, that would work, but it's just annoying, man. It's just annoying. And I just wish we could do something else like the trust acquisition agreement to really prevent this from happening because the due on sale clause has literally never happened on one of those trust acquisition agreements. So yeah, I wish it were different, but that's just kind of the way it is. And I don't have a much of a better objection than that. But it seemed like he kind of ate that up, which is true. That's what Pace Morby says. All good, Cruz?
Yeah, thank you. I just send you, just one more quick question. I send you a listing. I got it under contract. It was listed at 89. I got it under contract at 65. And today the agent texted me that the seller had found it on Investor Lift. So I kind of told them like, oh, I didn't know. We'll take that down. But I spoke with the dispo manager that's helping me on that, and they said we could probably try to double close it, but on the contract, I never saw something that said that we couldn't assign it.
If it doesn't say it's non-assignable, man, you can assign that thing. It looks really turnkey on the outside. It might need a new roof though, and I think you do have a good discount. Saginaw is seen as a less desirable market than Detroit or Saginaw is seen as a less desirable market than Detroit or Cleveland. But yeah, it's possible, and I think we might be able to get a deal done there.
Yeah.
I'd say I have less confidence in cash deals in Saginaw, but you have a nice discount, man. I would post it all over Facebook too. Throw it up all over Michigan Real Estate Investing Group, see if you could find it there. But yeah, a bit of a pickle when the agent sees the listing. Annoying.
Yeah.
They can't really do anything, but yeah, it's not ideal.
Yeah, so I need your opinion on that. If it was decent enough, and if we had to double close, if it was
We could, but I don't think we'd have to if it doesn't say it's a non-assignable contract. My only concern is Saginaw. I don't have immense confidence in the market, but it's not a bad place. It's just I don't have a crazy amount of confidence there.
Right. Yeah. Can I show you the contract? Because I literally didn't see it. It didn't say non-assignable.
Yeah. I think it's just the population in Saginaw. Like for example, I think Detroit has 600,000 people and Saginaw's got like 40. So it's not like a tiny market, but Saginaw is a market where I would do creative finance or immense lowball cash offers, but you do have a really nice discount. It would cash flow well. So there's always a chance that you could get something like that.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, I just want to know because she was saying like, oh, the seller didn't agree to assign it and all this and all that. So
yeah,
just in case we had those.
Yeah, I'm happy to look at your contract. But honestly, all I'm doing is Command F or Control F. So do you have Windows or Mac?
I send you the purchase agreement that I signed.
Okay. The only thing that I would do differently, man, is I'm just doing Control F or Command F. Command F,
okay.
assign. You'll have to convert it into a PDF. So you'll have to download, drag to your desktop, and do Command F, and then just see if it says anything about assignability. But I don't. Just by glancing at it, I don't see anything.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was reading through it and I literally didn't see anything like that. So
all contracts are assignable by default unless stated otherwise.
All
right. Talk soon, man.
That's all. Thank you, Rich.
Bye-bye. I want to say probably Brock. Brock, you were hitting me up yesterday. What's going on, man?
Hey, Rich, how's it going? I've got 7 properties under contract in Detroit. They're all individual. And then one of the realtors for them has like 3 more I'm about to get under contract tomorrow. But I sent you the link in your DMs. It has all the details and everything you need. It's like a 25% cash on cash return. I'm kind of marketing it as like the portfolio, but they would be like individual assignments. But I just put all the details on that website I sent you.
Okay. Hold on, let me Just so I don't forget what's. In 1 hour, remind me about Deal Machine affiliate payout.
Okay, I added it.
In 1 hour, remind me about one-on-one.
Okay, I added it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let me check these out, Brock. So are they turnkey? Are they distressed?
Yeah, most of them are occupied. I think one or two of them just had an eviction, but yeah, they're all turnkey.
Okay. Do you have them contracted? You said you had them contracted individually?
Yeah, so they're all individual. I sent you like another DM with just a picture of where I have them actually contracted at, and then a little bit more details with like the rent and their original asking price. And then on the website, you'll see like a assignment price. So, the assignment price can obviously come down. I have it on there as like 560, I believe. But yeah, that's factoring in a big assignment.
Are they all locked up for the same price or no?
No, they're all different prices.
Okay. What is the cumulative price without assignment?
So cumulative price that I have them all under contract for is about 461,000 for 6 of them, and then for that seventh one is like 230. I have it for. It would be 693.5 total.
Sorry, what puts it to 693? Is it 461 or 693?
Yeah, so there's 7 properties total. I kind of gave the option on the website. You can see like the 6-pack would be all the cheaper kind of properties under 100K. That would be 461 total, and the rent total would be 6,800 a month for all 6 of them. And these are all the same realtor, not the same seller though. And then there's a 7th one. It's really good kind of ARV play. That one is 230K. And so for all 7 of them, it would be about 700K. I have them under contract for.
Okay. Well, I guess should I run it at 461 or the other figure?
Yeah, try the 461. They're all like the off-market properties except one of them. So they're all pretty good. That 7th one is kind of just, dependent on if the investor wanted to get the cash flow from that as well.
Okay, so at 461, your monthly payment would be 2,453. Let's take 250, and this is 461 is representative of 5 properties or 6 properties?
6.
Okay, so let's just assume 1,500 for taxes and insurance for 6, and then you've got a monthly payment of 2,453. So you're looking at this much coming out per month, and then you are bringing in 8,000 what?
It's total. It's bringing in 7,000.
7,000. And that's occupied?
Yeah, I think 2 of them have an eviction coming up. So yeah, I guess 4 of them occupied. 2 are about to not be occupied.
Okay.
Still turn.
Okay, so we'll say 5,600. I mean, I think it won't really be that much. I'll take 10% off the top. So we'll say 6,300 and then minus 3,959. Is that what it said? 3,953. You're looking at, I'm going to take 25 or 15, and then we're going to subtract the 3,953. You're looking at that coming in, multiply that by 12. You're looking at that coming in and divide that by total cost of entry, which is 92. Let's use maybe 15 for closing costs, call it 113 because it's a lot of properties. Yeah, occupied over 20% cash on cash return. The only question is the condition of the properties, but you're saying they look good?
Yeah, images are all on the site I sent you. You can see they're all attached.
Okay, I'm going to have somebody for this.
Awesome.
And to confirm, individually contract.
Yeah, individually.
Yeah, you can, Daniel. Commercial loan mortgage takeover. We didn't used to, but now we do.
Your call has been. Webster.
Hey, man, how you doing?
What's the name?
You got somebody who's hungry for something big? I've got 7 properties in Detroit under contract as part of a portfolio. Sellers saying they're turnkey, but they could be lying, and they're occupied. Cash flowing at a 21% cash on cash return, bringing in 7 per month, and your payment would probably be somewhere around like $3,600, $3,900 per month.
What's the zip code?
Well, it's multiple properties, so it's not just one zip code. But what I can do is I can send you the raw numbers for it and the addresses so you can review it.
So the biggest thing that we're having a hard challenge with on the portfolios is you want to do a commercial loan. If you do an individual purchase per property, the closing costs kill you. So
Yeah.
a commercial loan, you got to put down 25% just for the down payment, and then you factor in closing costs on there as well. So what's the price point of the portfolio currently do you have for this?
$461,000 is what we have it locked up for. I think there'd be a little bit of a fee on that.
So 400, yeah, and I want you to make your money, obviously, you know, I'm not against that. So 460, obviously, for 7 doors. Okay. Is there any of those zip codes for 48205?
It's 48228, 48235, 48219, 48224.
Oh, okay. So that's not too terrible then. Yeah, we try to stay away from the 48205 for the most part. So that's not terrible. And then what's the is it all Section 8 or they're cash tenants?
That's a good question. Brock, what do you think? Section 8 or cash tenants?
Right now, they're long-term tenants.
So okay, so they're private pay. Yeah.
Okay, so then what we need is a trailing, a T12. We need actual proof of bank statements and receivables, because what we find is most of these properties are already rented. The tenants are late most of the time, usually like 25% of the yearly rent. They're behind on payment wise. So we would need either a software check on rents receivables, just them saying this just so you guys knows, or bank statements showing rents receivable on time for the portfolio. Being that it's 467 properties tells me that there's problems with the payments. But
It's 6. So there's another one. I think it's a multifamily. There's 6. So there's 6. The 4 properties is made up of 6, not 7. But I'll go ahead and send it to you. The contract prices are anywhere from 75 to 90,000, but it seems as though they're bringing in good rent for the 6. So 6 of them are bringing in $7,000. Yeah.
It's not seller finance, it's conventional loan purchase, correct?
Yeah, this is normal stuff. I didn't know if that.
What do you guys want to make on it? What's the purchase price gonna be?
Man, I think 20 would be more than fine. I think 20 is fine, so you're probably looking at like 481.
Okay, so you're basically asking $3K per property over, which is not terrible. That's always fair. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'll never say no. Send it over. My property manager check out the locations and the areas, and then we'll have a deciding factor. If being cash paying tenants, do we know if they're month to month or are they on a year contract?
From my understanding, year-long leases. 2 of them are being evicted right now for the exact reason you said, non-payment. But that'll happen prior to closing, so they won't be there anymore. But I'll send you the list of properties right now, the price points, the rents, all that sort of fun stuff.
Let your guy know who set up the deal that this is usually a pain in the ass process. He's gonna have to get a lot of documents.
Yeah.
And then also in portfolios, usually there's a seller carry back for fixes. Like for instance, we did this one, a 10 property pack right now. We're buying Detroit. We have about $60,000 in seller carry back that's set aside in escrow account just to fix the property. So just kind of, make sure you familiarize with that. But send over, we'll take a look for sure.
Perfect. I just sent you the addresses and the rents. And then I'm also going to go ahead and send you their layouts as well, if you'd like to see.
If any of your guys have duplexes in Ohio, it's definitely one we got a lot of people looking for deals. Duplexes.
Yeah, I'm producing a duplex in Detroit soon that'll cash flow nicely for you guys. We're probably a couple weeks out from that, but we can go under contract as we talked about before it's ready.
We got more buyers, so it's not
Yeah, it's hard though because Ohio has. I have a great duplex in Ohio in closing right now, but we sold it to a different buyer. Ohio now has a regulation regarding wholesaling where you have to tell the seller that you're wholesaling it. So it's kind of made us hard for us to do deals over there.
Maybe you had a lot of sellers give you pushback.
No, it's just no, sellers couldn't care less. It's I have an off-market one in Ohio. They had no problem whatsoever. But yeah, it's the agents. The agents are pains.
Yeah, go figure.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's with you now, and let me know what you guys think.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir.
Talk soon. Bye-bye. This is going to be a process, Brock. I don't think that we'll be able to hear back from him immediately.
Yeah, no worries. I can get all the lease statements, anything else he needs. The realtor's pretty, open to anything. So
Okay. Okay. And then there are photos in this link that you sent me.
yeah, photos for everything there. And there's pro forma on there. Plenty of details for him.
Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. I don't see any photos. I don't know why I'm not seeing photos. Are there? So that link doesn't have any photos.
Yeah, I'm refreshing it right now. I just had to upload one more. It'll be on there in like 2 minutes.
Detroit. Yeah, I don't really see them. Okay, we're going to be entering into a process because this is going to take some time because it's a number of properties here. It's easier to do one-offs, but yeah, you heard what he's looking for, guys. Really nice cash flowing duplexes. Duplexes between 120 and 150,000 if they have tenants in place are excellent for them. And yeah, Marcia, I'll try to bring you up in just a sec. Let me fix my camera here. For the third time, fixing the camera. Yeah, I'll keep you posted, Brock. It's up in the air. I don't know what will happen there. But you can always send it to my team and we can keep blasting it out.
Yeah, I sent them all individually to your dispo. So yeah, just keep me posted and I'll get all the statements and documents for him.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Thanks so much, man. We'll keep pushing for this. Absolutely. Talk soon. Bye-bye. Guys, it's always easier to wholesale smaller things. I'm just gonna say that's gonna be hard. I don't know what my camera's problem is, guys. I wish I could give you an answer for that. I really do wish I could answer that question. We gotta do it again. I gotta go mess with that thing. I also kind of want to get a bar. I'm gonna get a bar. Hold on.
Also put some on video. Where's my video? How do I turn the video on? How do I turn everything on? Jesus. Can anyone hear me? Oh, yeah. Okay.
600 people can hear you. Sammy, let me get through these people. Vlad, you were next. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. I sent you an address. I was gonna put it in the buy box, but I don't know if you was interested in.
Sure. Let's check it out, man. What you got?
It's a duplex. I just now checked. There was only one shooting. That was yesterday. I think 2 days ago, probably.
Okay, all right.
But it was it's far away. It's like more than 10 blocks.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a misunderstanding. That's what I think.
Sure. Yeah, let's check it out, man. A misunderstanding. just a misunderstanding, he says. Guys, I also completed our fix and flip course today. So I filmed a fix and flip course. It's like 45 minutes long, start to finish, teaches you exactly how to identify the deal, how to find your contractor, how to attain lending, what makes a deal for a single family, what makes a deal for a multifamily, and then how to estimate your rehab budget. So yeah, that's going to be coming out to you guys soon. I know we got a lot of people in here. I mean, I'll ask you this, guys. How many people have 10 to 15K? How many people in the chat have 10 to 15K? Okay, there's 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. Look how many people could be flipping. Look how many people could be flipping. Got a lot of people in here with 10 to 15K, guys. That's all you need to flip, and it's only the first one. That's your full startup cost for the first one, and then you'll never have to spend it again. You'll never have to spend your own money again. After you do 1 successfully, maybe 2 successfully, the lender will pay for everything. So there's a one-time startup cost for fix and flips. I can't wait for you guys to do the same because it's been phenomenal for me. Anyways, Vlad, let me check this out. Is it Burwood?
Yes.
You got it at 80 Cosmex. Is it rented?
No, not right now. I just I went to Section 8.
Ooh. This thing doesn't need much, does it?
No.
You know, I love this type of deal, man. Are you trying to get me to pay you an assignment fee?
If you want to. That's why I said I'm about to put it in a buy box, but if you want it, then
I might. It depends. So it needs a new roof.
It needs a new roof.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way. So I found out that even if roofs are functional, they got to be new for my flippers to pick it up. Or not for my flippers, for my...
But the inspector's going to rip it to pieces.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. It's just kind of how it has to be. Yeah, we'd still probably find a way to spend like 30 in this. I mean, your kitchen is gross as hell. But it's okay. This is still a light rehab. So the ARV is pretty fixed at about 140,000. And it's not that it can't go above that. It's more so do you have it under contract? Can I share my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. So guys, let me analyze a fix and flip for you. So this is me looking at it as a fix and flip. So I know the roof is probably just fine. I know it probably works perfectly and doesn't need anything, but that was the case with Tacoma Street, my last fix and flip. And it just the buyer's like, hey, need a new roof. And I was like, all right, fine. So we threw a new roof onto the property. Yeah. So what do I think? I think you need windows. The windows look kind of gross. See this metal handle right here? That metal handle is screwed into wood. This is a wooden window. The windows are kind of crazy expensive. It's kind of insane how expensive windows are. So, how much do I think we need? Well, very little can be saved, honestly, because this is just, if you look here, it's just like, what's going on, man? I know it looks mostly okay, but very little can be saved. Probably new tiles in the shower. I'll piece it out. I'll piece it out for you guys. Do we need new siding? That's the big question. Do we need new siding? Is it functional enough? We need new windows for sure around the entire house. But how functional is that siding? Yeah, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. I feel like the siding could be okay. I don't think we need to change the siding. I think that's okay. So let's piece it out, guys. Roof, 11,000. I got a deal on my last roof. 11,000 on that roof. Siding doesn't need anything. Windows, 8. Carpet floors and paint, not on the exterior, inside paint, carpet floors. 6, 7 to be safe. We already did the windows, kitchens and bathrooms. What about mechanicals? I can't see the mechanicals. Do we have? We have to assume they need fixing, but kitchen and bathrooms. 5 for the kitchen, maybe 36 for the kitchen, 35 for the bathroom. So call it 9,500 for kitchen and bathroom. 10,000. There's a number of those bathrooms. I feel like 10,000 for all the kitchens. I'm actually going to go 12 because remember, there's 2 kitchens and 2 bathrooms. So there's two. I'm gonna go with 12,000 for the kitchens and bathrooms, and that's pretty much it. Except for there's one thing I can't see, and I can't see if you have a water heater or furnace or how old those are. So that's my only concern. Um, it probably wouldn't be more than 8,000, call it 9,000 for those. So this rehab is actually kind of pricey. I think the biggest thing is your windows right here. I'll show you the one that I'm walking tomorrow. So I'm walking this one tomorrow in Otsego Street in Detroit. Oh, not that. This guy. Here's what I like about it. If we look closely. So let's look at the windows. You see those windows?
Yeah.
They good. They don't need anything, right? Good windows. Those are vinyl windows. Like, let's zoom in on them. See if we have any ick on them. Nope, no ick on them. Ick is what we're seeing. This is ick. This is like, it's like this is a vinyl window actually. It's just an older vinyl window. But this is not a vinyl window. This is a wooden window. But there's just shit on them, you know. As we look through the house, it looks like a lot of that can be salvaged. Like this is what I'm interested in right now. Tiny little rehab. What do we need in the basement? We need mechanicals in the basement. You can see that they're just missing, or maybe they have them in storage. And then we also probably need a roof. Probably need the roof too. So this, I don't know what the rehab is. He hasn't gone yet, but you can see siding. Yep. So we need siding, roof, mechanical is probably 5K inside the house. So siding, roof, mechanicals. Let's run through it. Siding could easily be 7,500. Roof could easily be 11. Mechanicals could easily be 9. And then shit that we find in the house 5. 32.5 could be my rehab on that, right? And then I'm looking to get it for 70,000. I have 5K closing costs, 2,000 holding costs, because it's a quick job, and then 32 on the rehab. But really, I have to ask the lender for 37 because closing costs. I'd be in it for 114. And how much will this sell for? Did I just lose the house? Otsego Street, Detroit. How much will it sell for? Kind of depends on its layouts. Its layout is a 4-3, so probably about 140. It's kind of cutting it close, guys. Maybe I could add a bedroom here, but I might need this for 65. Might need it for 65. That might be kind of where I need this thing. So we'll see. But I'm walking this tomorrow, and then I'll shoot my offer here. But yeah, I think probably your discount just needs to be a little bit lower on this one, man. I would say, you know, I didn't really even factor in. So I think we came to 47 as a rehab.
They did say that they put the furnace and water heater in storage, and they're gonna install it before closing.
Okay, let me subtract 9 for that because I used 9 for that. So you'd be in it for 121, but you'd be selling for like 140 as well. So that's it's tight, man. It is a little bit tight. I think I'd want it lower than this, especially because I also have to factor in your assignment fee as well. So I'd personally want it lower, but you're welcome to blast this thing out, you know?
Okay. And also, Abdul said that I think you guys have he had an inspection that was done. He said something about Saeed. He wanted to know if everything is Saeed still on board.
Who was that?
Abdul. I think the address is 5583 Nottingham Road.
I have to call him anyway, so.
He said today is the last day for the EMD to be submitted.
I'll give him a call. Let me just give him a call because I also have a deal with him. Hold on.
Hello.
Hey, Said, how you doing?
Hey, Jonathan, good. How are you?
Well, just curious what you thought about the house that I sent you on Covert.
Yeah, man, I discussed it with my partner as well and other people from the fund as well. They said, let's just stick to the east and the west.
Oh, okay.
probably not go to the center. So this one's going to be a pass from us.
No worries, no worries. Okay, and then
But if you have something in the east or west, then that would be something that obviously we'll still be looking at. We just closed on another deal with you guys like 2 hours ago. So
Sure.
4 houses closed, and we're closing 4 others.
Good. So I also had somebody asking me about Nottingham inspection. I don't know if that address means anything to you.
No, it does. I told Erwin this morning that both Nottingham and Whitfield were 2 houses we did, but both came back with foundation level work.
Oh, foundation issues on that, huh?
Yeah, so $10,000 to $15,000 per wall is what we got, and then they wanted us to send them like a professional quote or like something. But I just had the property management foundation guy go look at it. So at the end of the day, everyone's like, they get spooked very easily. So they're like, let's not go into foundation issues.
Okay.
So you're like, okay, let's leave that. I mean, we spent money on the inspection. Obviously, we spent $500-600 on the inspection, but again, they didn't want to go into the foundation stuff.
No, yeah, I wouldn't either.
Okay, back into the search of finding other properties.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. Well, no worries whatsoever. And thanks for looking at that deal I sent.
Yep, no worries. And I'm looking at other stuff that I'm getting from the buy box as well. So I will be reaching out to others as well. I have some deal with Mira as well, that she is looking to get us an inspection time for seller finance on a duplex. So I'm just waiting on her to confirm, and then we'll have that inspected, and probably that would be like the 9th deal.
Okay. Perfect.
Yep.
Well, we'll talk soon. Okay.
Okay, buddy. Sounds good. Just let me know if you have any seller finance on the east, on the west. West is more preferable than the east. So if you have anything in seller finance or
They're rare, man. They're rare. So
I know. That's why I just wanted to just put it out there for you. If there's anything that comes in, just let me know.
sure. Will do.
Yeah. Okay, buddy. Sounds good. Thank you, man.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it.
Foundation issues on that one, man.
Got it. I'll take a year or two.
Sorry.
So he might as well terminate the deal.
Well, I would tell the agent, I'd be like, hey, there's foundation issues. We'd probably need this 30K below that. And then I'd see if I could renegotiate it, because the agent didn't tell us there were foundation issues. The agent was like, oh, no, it's good. And it's like, well, no, it's not good.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Oh, Rich, let me ask you one more question. So I actually have did a flip as well, right? Me and Kira was talking. I was giving her my expertise. So when you do your flips, you don't consider paying your contractor with a business credit card?
They send me the money up front. This is $25,000. When I close on my house, I got sent $25,000 to buy the house. Not that I had to spend this money. They just gave me $25K. So I asked my lender for the rehab money, and they pay the entire thing.
No, what I'm saying is for protection purposes. Let's say remember you ran into a situation where the contractor ran off money, right? So let's just say hey, do you take credit cards? Do you take business credit cards? I'll pay you whatever you want me to pay you. If let's say they try to run, you call your credit card company and say, hey, this guy ran. He didn't do his job, and they'll just give you your money right back. That happened to me one time, so they gave me the money right back.
That's a great idea. Great idea. You're right.
I just wanted to run that by you, because that was one of the things that I learned, and it protected me. So, and plus, let's say if I did pay them with a credit card, I get rewards as well. So
yeah. So my only question is, I usually send them a wire transfer. There's a website that converts credit into cash. Is that what you're using?
no, I just they have let's say if they send you an invoice, you could pay with your credit card.
Oh, I see. Usually I just wire transfer him, but maybe they can send you an invoice and then
you pay with your credit card. Exactly. And then you just get the rewards, and it's just a more protection. The minute you give them cash, they could just be like, okay, well, I could go do another deal. You get what I'm saying? So there's no type of loyalty, because they're trying to run in for a next opportunity. So by the time, let's say if you give them like 6 to 8 weeks to finish something, they'll just prolong it because they're doing other projects.
You're right. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Great idea.
Yeah, I just wanted to put that out there just in case, if something like that ever happens again.
Perfect. Well, I love that. And honestly, Chris could use that as well. Chris, did you hear what he just said?
No, I did not.
Paying contractors for fix and flips using an Amex card or some other type of business credit card so that you can claw back funds. Just like what happened to you when the guy said I paid on a credit card, you could do the same thing to them.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I've actually had that done to me before. Yeah, it does work. It works.
Yeah, exactly. They can't run. If they try to run and say, hey, your scope of work, and I gave you a time limit, and you're running away. All right, no problem. I'll call your credit card company. Less than 24 hours, they'll credit you the money.
Does it come out of that person's account?
Yes.
Damn.
You don't have to run. You see how you said that you was running for the contractor? You don't have to do none of that. You just call one person.
So
and that's your credit card company.
And guys, you are saying Amex is the best for this?
It's the best. No preset.
Amex is the best. Okay. Is there how much business credit can you get if you're inexperienced? Like for these other guys who are listening to this.
So the funny thing is, when I did my first flip, when I got the no preset, when let's say the contractor, it was a big project. So the contractor wanted to start the deal, and he said, okay, well, I need like about 20,000. I swiped it, and an Amex called me like, hey, are you okay? Is everything all right? Is it fine? Are you okay? We just want to make sure you're the one that's doing this. I said, yes, it's okay. It goes through. I had a hard money lender. After they go take a look at what job needs to be done, and they'll just give you a draw. And then after that, you just pay the whole thing all at once. Because obviously your lender is giving you the money, right? So you pay your credit cards. Now you're building like a relationship with your Amex. So they see that you're constantly using the credit card with using like big money.
So I trust my contractor so much I wouldn't even need to do this, but other people would need to do this. And Chris,
people, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, other people would need to do this. So I would say you get the hard money loan. The hard money lender sends you the money for the rehab, and then instead of paying with that money, you pay with the credit card. And even if you're a beginner, you're thinking you can get a credit limit for $30,000+.
Yeah, they give you like no preset. So they give you no preset. So let's say obviously you've been in business for like maybe more than 2 years. They trust you. If you have a no preset, they want to see you constantly using the card. So let's say if a contractor, as I said, a contractor could say, hey, we need $20,000. All right, no problem. I'll just swipe my credit card. Send me an invoice, I'll pay it. Labor and materials, whatever. But after your lender goes send like inspector or whatever the case may be to go see what work that needs to be done, they're gonna send you a draw. So once they send you that draw, you pay your credit card is in full. So that $20,000 is paid for already.
And not to mention, Richard and Chris, with the amount of money you guys are running through your business, you should be putting it all on your Amexes and get yourself a black card. Because black cards, I mean, you have so many benefits with that card.
Yeah. Just
everything that you charge turns into a point. I mean, I'm a traveler, you know that, so I use it for travel for everything. I haven't bought a plane ticket in probably 20 years, but with all that you get with a black card, you guys, with everything that you're spending on your business, you should check into that.
Yeah, I have free flights off of Chase and their credit program. Like all my flights are free off of Chase. I think I have like 300,000 points on Chase. But yeah, that is something I should look into. Honestly, I think that's a really, really great idea.
Richard,
Yeah.
I have an update. Dude, I just got off the phone with, he's the contractor. I don't need to talk to anybody else. I know who I'm talking to.
You're sure you like him?
This guy's great. He's great. He knows his stuff. And on top of that, he's a realtor. He's very experienced, knows Detroit like the back of his hand. Also,
He paid another company. He paid a company $8,000 to have his website built. I said, stop that immediately. I'll build it for you if you go easy on me for my first flip. He goes, deal. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to use this guy as a contractor. I'm going to take a look at his work first, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to use him. I just need to know from you. Do you want me to call the realtor?
I'll do it
How
right
do you
now.
want me to-
I'll do it right now. Come listen as I do it.
Okay, I would love to. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Okay.
I just need to find the address. TikTok chat says, who is this alpha male?
Also, the contractor's name is Norman. Thanks to Pam, by the way. Thank you so much for that contact. What a great guy. His name's Norman, if you need to bring him up during the conversation.
Should be pretty simple. Guys, watch this.
Okay.
So, I'm going to share my screen on this. I think you're going to knock down walls in this, Chris. I don't think you should keep the floor plan. The reason is I think that this is particularly unappealing. This type of layout, I think this is not something we desire anymore. So I would push down walls in this thing. You're a 4-bed and it could easily be a 3-bed and just have a much larger living room or something like that. But yeah, this is the property I've identified for you. I think it's a win. I think so. The ARV is over 200,000. It'll be over 200, but you'll have to finish the basement. I think rehab could be as much as 60,000. So it's not broken. It just probably needs the full basement to be finished as well. So, well, is that carpet down there? Might be carpet down there. But yeah, I just thought that this was pretty good. For a single family, your comps. I mean, you want to see the comps really quick?
Yeah, I was looking at some earlier. I think ARV is around 210-ish.
Right. Yeah.
somewhere.
I went pessimistic, but yeah, absolutely. So, guys, don't cross the major roads and don't get one that's next to the highway. This thing is like up here, so it's past the highway. We're going to go here to here to here. So that's like a small section of the neighborhood that we've drawn in. Am I sharing my screen? Okay. We're going to go from for sale to, well, we should know what we are first. It's a 1942 4-1 with 2,100 square feet, but maybe not 2,100. 2,100 if they finish the basement. You'll see that if we look this up on PropStream, chances are that that's not actually, yeah. So see how it says 1,275? They're factoring in the basement, and perhaps we have photos of that. Ooh, back rooms. Yeah. So I would say that it's in livable condition, but it could be better. And I think your rehab won't have any major surprises. But if we look at some sold comps, a lot of people are claiming that they have square footage like that. And even this guy right here with less square footage, less bathrooms, selling for 185. But if we price them high to low and we look at the activity here, the activity here is insane. Like I did that thing I showed you where we talk about how to find the really nice looking ones. But yeah, so this guy looks similar. He's 54, you're 42. He's a 3-2. He sold for 250. Looking at photos on that bad boy. No photos here. PropStream, perhaps. I just want to see the scale of their millennial gray rehab. Yeah, it's exactly what I thought. Millennial gray. Yeah, just make it warm, man. Just make it warm. They even sell.
The green backsplash.
That's what I would do. Oh,
Yeah.
see this? That's not ideal. This moisture on the roof is something that I'm experiencing on my flip right now. That's not ideal. Basement up here. Oh, wait. This is not that. This is the, okay. So this is an unfinished basement. Kind of unfinished. It's not really, well, no, that's finished. It's finished. It's just not great. You could be down there. It's something. It's actually a really clean basement. That's the difference between residential, guys. For investors, you can leave the basement, but for residential, you got to do the basement. So yeah, that's your best comp right there. That's the nicest one there. But looking at other ones, I mean, even if we go way down in square footage to 1,200 square feet here, still seeing that. And then maybe we just go right next to your house just to see what it can yield. This guy is your neighbor's house. Like, we are literally right there, I think. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, we're right here. He's like 1 street below.
Dude, slam dunk.
So right there, 3-2. Oh, phenomenal rehab on. Oh, phenomenal rehab here from the exterior, at least. Looking really nice from the exterior. I do like the black and white theme that people are doing nowadays. I think that's nice on the exterior with a warm interior. And then maybe
Yeah,
some
great.
photos. Maybe some photos. No photos.
Yeah, I want to knock this out of the park.
Yeah, it's kind of a deal at list price, but we always try to see what we can get. Oh yeah, it's warmer. It's except for the kitchen is not warm. But yeah, yeah, easy. You just got to finish your basement. You finish your basement and it's great. So yeah, I think 200 is a no-brainer on that. If you could add a bathroom, a half bath, that would be pretty cool. But yeah, let's call him, and rather than making an offer, let's just schedule the walkthrough.
Yeah, sounds good.
Hey, Rich. So sorry to interrupt. Y'all are flowing and going.
My
I
phone
have
is
to
ringing,
go.
man. My phone is ringing.
Thank you for calling Keller Williams.
Okay, so that's the office line. We don't want to talk to the office. We want to talk to the agent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prop stream it, and I'll help you out next, Bilbo. I'm going to prop stream it, and I'm going to see if the agent's phone number is somewhere around here. Oh, they're in pre-foreclosure. Oh, interesting. So this is a short sale, which doesn't actually matter to us anymore because you're the buyer.
What's their balance?
They owe 51, but disregard. They've gotten bank approval to sell below that.
Okay.
That's okay.
Thank you for calling Real Estate One in Shelbytown.
Oh my God, that's not who we want to talk to. Let me just see. So Kevin Mahone, Realtor Detroit. Realtor Detroit, Kevin Mahone. There's Mr. Kevin. There's his phone number. There you are. Wasn't too hard to find.
Thank you for calling Real Estate One in
Oh, you. Is that the same phone number again? Please tell me it's not. Different phone number. There we go.
We are sorry. There is no one available to take your call. Please record your.
Okay, so I'm going to send him a text. It's just a little bit late over there. So let's see, is that a green phone number? It is a green phone number. It makes me nervous that it might not be him. Oh, he's also on Instagram. Kevin Mahone Real Estate. Bro probably follows me. Kevin Mahone. He does not follow me. Well, he's not picking up his phone right now.
That's fine.
But I'll text him and I'll say, and I'll put you in the chat. Hey, Kevin, can I get my contractor into your listing on Veronica Ave to get an estimate for rehab? And Chris, I'm actually closing tomorrow on Merlin. So I'm closing on my next one tomorrow. Then I'll have 2 running at the same time. So we got a closing here tomorrow at 2 p.m. if you want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, wait. You said you have notary coming?
Yeah, notary's going to come. We're going to buy a deal, review the deal, and flip the house.
that 1,000 times.
Yeah, we've done that
But
a lot.
I'll come hang out. Yeah.
All right. Well, I gotta answer these rest of these questions here.
You got it.
Talk soon, okay?
guys.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right. So, Mr. Vlad, we already helped you out, right?
Yes, sir. All right, so perfect. I'll see if I could. I'm trying to see if I could get somebody to walk the property, and so I can negotiate it down and savor this deal. All right, so I'll look into that.
Sure. Okay. And OB3, I think I might be out of time, man. But we'll talk, Vlad, okay?
All right, thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Talk soon. Bye-bye. Yeah, Chris is buying a house to flip. He's seeing me collecting these checks. He like looks at my bank account and he's like, yo, you're kind of stacking personally. Like the company's stacking, but I'm stacking too. I'm gonna have 100K liquid soon personally, not in my company, personally, which I may have that in company money, but to have that just myself is excellent too. So Mr. Bilbo, you were gonna ask me something. What's going on, man?
Yes. Quickest question. So I got one in disposition. I have the contract sent in your DM, and my question is because I wasn't sure how to change it or which metric I needed to change, but the seller was doing this. I'm sorry, the seller's agent was doing the sale because they were a family friend, and he wasn't even expecting to make a commission on this. But I was like, okay, let me still be able to give him something towards it, you know. And then I read the contract. That's like I said, it's in your DM, and seller's agent is about to get about $8,000 in commission on this deal. And I was wondering, how do I change that? Because I'm not even sure if my assignment would be 5,000 on this one.
So you're saying the commission is coming out of your pocket? You're paying the commission, and you're asking how to change that?
I believe so. It's a assumed mortgage, or it's an assumed mortgage, and I'm trying to figure out how do I change that for this contract, and like what, because his down payment is about 19,000. The down payment is 19,000 or so to the seller, and part of that, I believe, this is my first subject to or mortgage assumption, so I'm not really sure exactly where do I pull that from. Just basically, like, because I just did all this work.
Well, let me check your deal to make sure it makes sense. Is it the one on Decatur?
Yep.
So let me just make sure the deal makes sense really quickly here, because there's no point in changing everything around if I don't think it's viable. So okay, you got a seemingly turnkey house in Virginia. Okay. Looks to be vacant. And a house like this, generally speaking, will not cash flow. The mortgage will generally exceed what the property rents out for, which means that the interest rate and entry would need to be low for this to be a deal. So do you have
5%?
Okay, so now is that the entry or the interest rate?
That's the interest rate. It's at 5%. It's at 5.75 interest rate.
I haven't been able to sell deals like this for a number of years, man. I'll be honest with you. If you guys got a house that's $200 plus $1,000 with a normal interest rate, 5 is a normal interest rate. It's not good. It's not bad. It just is. I have not been able to move those deals for a long time. And if you're like, well, I didn't know that. You remember my San Diego condo that I got under contract? I got this condo in San Diego, Friars Road. So San Diego is a really desirable market. People would much rather live by the beach in San Diego than many other places in the United States. Seller tells me that we have a 5.9% interest rate on this. So similar to yours, right? I had to get him at $0 down. Even though it's fully renovated, I had to do $0 down in one of the most desirable markets in the United States. And I had to get him to pay a portion of closing costs as well, because I knew that a mortgage takeover at a 5% interest rate, if it's cash flowing, that's another thing, right? If you're looking at a 5% interest rate, but the payment's $2,000 and the rent is $3,000, great. That works. That's totally fine. But we know a 5% interest rate, your mortgage is right at the rent most of the time, unless it's a really cheap property. So I had this property in a much more desirable market at a higher price point too. And I was like, without cash flow and with a 5% interest rate, it needs to be $0 down and then some. $0 down and seller pays $1,500 towards closing costs. And even with all that, I probably couldn't assign this for more than $5K. So mortgage takeovers on normal houses, like if we're going to get a mortgage takeover on I'll show you a house, guys. I'll show you a house where there's an exception. Like, let's say you go to Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia is considered a very desirable place to live. And let's say you get a mortgage takeover on a house like this. I'll share my screen. Let's say you get a mortgage takeover in a house like this. Now we have a really desirable house in Atlanta, Georgia. If this had an interest rate of 3%, you could take over the debt for maybe 15, 20K. You couldn't do more than that, and that's only if it had an interest rate of 3%. So the rule for mortgage takeovers is if it's cheap, I don't care what my cash flow is, or I don't care what my interest rate is because it'll cash flow. You could put a 9% interest rate on an 80K house and it will still cash flow. But if it's expensive like this house, one, it needs to be a stunning property like this one. It just needs to be. There's no other way to get it done without that. Or in a perfect location, and it needs to have a stupid low interest rate. So the way that your deal would work is if this had a 3% interest rate and your down payment was 10K, you might be able to find a buyer. But at 5% and then asking a buyer for 10% entry, I just haven't been able to find buyers for deals like that in a while. And it's largely because, we're not in a high appreciation time right now. Appreciation's been pretty flatline. And then also, lower interest rates are out there and there's no cash flow. So this thing doesn't cash flow. It costs like 35K with closing costs to buy something like this. And it's not really going to appreciate very well. So buyers, they want to see something like this with a 3% interest rate and a low down payment if we are to wholesale a house that doesn't cash flow.
Okay, so if I just because they're not expecting to make anything or get anything off this, they just want this thing off their hands. So if I was able to basically get almost nothing out of pocket, nothing on the down payment, and assuming that the rent is at $2,000 and that the actual payment is at I'd say what if it was tight like $1,800 or so, and it was a small amount of cash flow, then would it be viable? Like if it was like $100 cash flow, and I'd say not even $10,000 down.
I would be
anything down.
I would be 50-50 that this would sell given its location at fully $0 down. But you have an agent and the agent needs to be paid. So
He said he was expecting not to, but
okay, great. That's great. So if you could get this at $0 down, now I'm 50% sure it would sell. And why am I 50%? Because it's not in like Phoenix or San Diego or LA or the Bay Area or Miami, Florida.
It's not a popular location.
Yeah. So guys, hear me with your full body when I say this. If you're going to sell a non-cash flowing mortgage takeover, 2 things need to be true. 3 things need to be true. 4 things need to be true. Sexy house, needs to be very attractive house. Good location, low interest rate, low down payment. And that's if you're going to give them a down payment. So if your house is 200, 300, 400, 500K, it better be in a nice location. Miami, Phoenix, Los Angeles, San Diego, New York, right? New York City, not upstate New York. And then you also need to have a low interest rate and a low down payment. So I'll give you another deal that I did. So here's a mortgage takeover. I'll give you 2 mortgage takeovers that 3 mortgage takeovers that I've recently done.
Wait. In the interest of your time, would you mind helping me look at the contract as to like what numbers would need to be adjusted for it to possibly be a deal?
It would just be no agent commission, no money to seller. That would be the only thing I could do to remedy this. That would be it. So I'll give you an example of just so you understand. So we had so these are 3 different types. All of these are different types of mortgage takeovers. So these are 3 different types of mortgage takeovers. This is actually a 3-1. So I know it says 2-1, but it's actually a 3-1. So this property here, 7.75% interest rate. But what do you think it did? Cash flowed with a tenant in place. So this property right here is my contractor's property. He has a payment monthly of $633. The tenant's paying $1,250, and look at the interior. Hell, crazy cash flow. I was able to enter this thing with my buyer for over 20% down. He entered it for over 20K down. It's an 80K house. Why? Because the cash flow supported it. So that's one type of mortgage takeover. Shitty interest rate, but it cash flows. Terrible interest rate, but it cash flows. Let's look at a different type of mortgage takeover. This is what I was telling you. Mid location. What's Norman, Oklahoma? It's a subset of Oklahoma City. It's fine, but ain't nobody goes to Norman, Oklahoma because they want to live in Norman.
Never heard of it.
They just end up in Norman, Oklahoma. So what had to be true about this, knowing that it's not a pop-in location?
great cash flow or low interest rate?
Actually, the
Or,
cash flow is break even cash flow. So this is the second type of deal I talked to you about. Good location, low interest rate, low down payment. Not a good location, fine location. Low interest rate, low down payment. Interest rate is 3.5%. Stellar, right? What's my down payment? $5K. How did I get this? Lightning leads. The seller had a failed listing, was behind on mortgage payments, and we were able to get him to reinstate his mortgage and take just $5K down to take over the debt. He was going to be homeless, but we saved him from that. And this is a deal for $7,000 because of the tiny down payment and the low interest rate. Now for our last type of deal, which is the type of deal that you have. This is Cypress, Texas. Cypress, Texas is Houston, Texas. It's northern Houston, northern Houston, Texas. This 7% interest rate, no cash flow, okay area. So what had to be true about this with no cash flow and a high interest rate in an okay area?
sexy place, like a really nice looking place.
No, $0 down. It was a good looking place, but it's not that special. It's a 300K house in the burbs, right? It's just not that special. So it's just there's three types of deals. You may have your high interest rate. Well, this is kind of the same thing as the last one. So the last one I just showed you that had $0 down. This is the same thing as that. This is also $0 down because high interest rate, no cash flow. But high interest rate with cash flow, damn, I don't care. 20% down, go crazy. And then this is no cash flow, low interest rate, so must have low down payment. But once you know these rules for three different types of deals, the cheap cash flowing, terrible interest rate, the beautiful house at $0 down with also a terrible interest rate, and the house with an amazing interest rate with still no cash flow. Once you understand those rules, you can make mortgage takeover offers. But I will say, mortgage takeovers, 90% of the time should be priced like 150 and below so that they cash flow. So where am I doing my ideal mortgage takeovers? Oh my God, like Rochester, New York, right? Rochester, New York would be perfect for a mortgage takeover because it's cheap.
So let me just for my note. So there's the three avatars of a sub two or of a mortgage takeover. That's a cheap cash flowing, high interest rate home, right? High interest rate home.
Yeah.
And then there's the.
I'll write them out for you. One.
Okay.
Cheap house with high interest rate. Can be full 10% down because it'll cash flow. This is 150K and below. Usually 100K and below too. 150K would be for a duplex. Usually 100K and below. So that's my most common one. Second most common. Nice house, good area, bad rate. Must be $0 down. Must be $0 down. And then the third type of deal is low rate, no cash flow, must be 3 to 5% down. Low rate, no cash flow, decent house. Must be 3 to 5% down. So those are our mortgage takeover rules, man.
Thank you much.
Do you have your real estate license? No, I don't have my real estate license. I'll never get my real estate license unless I'm absolutely forced to. Next is Mr. Brian. Hey, Brian, thanks so much for your patience, man. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well today, man. We got some amazing weather coming.
Oh, good. Keeping up with this, what you just exactly went over is what I DM'd you. It's a mortgage takeover play. It's in your DMs. It's super low rate, break even cash flow. Not in the most amazing city, but the house is super, super clean and turnkey.
Okay, so we're looking at another one. Which type is this? High rate, no cash flow, must be. So what do you got? 4, 5, 6% rate?
Yeah, no, low rate, super low rate.
Oh,
2.7.
okay. All right. That means you could probably put like 10, 15 down on this and we'd find a buyer.
Okay, because they're asking 400 for it. It was 350.
Can't do 50K down. I might let them sit a little bit longer so that they can see reality, because if
Well, here's the thing. He just got transferred and he bought another house in Arizona. So he kind of wants to get this thing off his plate.
yeah, I'd offer to pay the realtor $7,500 to walk. And then I'd probably
take over the debt.
I'd probably sell it for 6 to 10K. Yeah. And they're going to be unhappy about that. But unfortunately, that's the nature of the market nowadays. It is hard to do mortgage takeovers now. Mortgage takeovers 2 years ago in this community, oh my God, we were doing like 10 a month, and none of them cash flowed. None of those mortgage takeovers cash flowed. We were just doing them over and over and over and over again. So I would say, I'd say for this, you're probably wanting to do 7,500, maybe 10K down, and have a buyer enter for 15K down.
Okay, understood. And then I've got another one, mortgage takeover. It's for a pad split in Atlanta. I think it's Atlanta. I double check. I might be Louisville. Anyway, they bring in 4K a month cash flow, or 4K a month in total rents. 6 bedrooms, 3 baths. They're behind 45K on their mortgage. They're asking 280 for it. I asked them if they could restructure the debt. They said they tried, and the bank wouldn't let them. I don't know if that makes sense at all.
He's kind of cooked, man. Because we can't enter that deal for that high unless it has stellar cash flow. Right. Does it have stellar cash flow?
They're saying it's bringing in 4K. They're saying PITI is like 2,200.
Oh shit. Okay, what's the price point of the house?
280. They're asking 280.
45 is really high entry though. Can he bring 20 to closing?
I know. I'm trying to figure out what they can bring, if anything. And I asked the realtor, who I think is a relative of the seller. I said, if they're bringing $4,000 a month in rents, how are they behind 45 grand? He started laughing. He said, that's a long story. I said, okay.
Okay, well,
they're about to be foreclosed on. But it could be saved if they back pay it.
If they could put it on the back end of their loan, do a loan mod, which does get rejected if it's a conventional loan or not a government sponsored loan. If it's a private loan from an institution rather than the government, the loan mods are a little bit harder. VA and FHA is super easy for a loan mod. But he's going to be cooked unless he brings some money to the closing table. We could probably bring a little more than half that to the closing table, given the cash flow though.
Right. Okay.
Perfect. All right. Talk soon, man. See ya.
Yep.
Marcha, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Hey, how is it going?
I'm doing well.
So I was on Instagram and someone was like, "Oh, I'm about to lose my house, about to foreclose." So I DM'd him and got him on the phone. And the thing is that it's in a small town.
Platteville.
But he really needs to sell, and he's in a bad situation, and he has 3 loans. And I know we don't do that usually.
Yeah. 3 loans, far behind on payments, middle of nowhere.
7,500 behind in payments. We agreed to, it was listed for 487. It's off market. He doesn't have an agent. So we came to 450, and he's open to mortgage takeover. He's just trying to get out. It's in Colorado, Platteville, Colorado.
Okay. Platteville appears to have 11,000 people and appears to be hours and hours from the nearest large city. Like really. Oh, wait. Platteville, CO, not Wisconsin. It was showing me Wisconsin.
Colorado.
Oh, even smaller, 2,000 people. Oh.
Yeah, but the house is pretty cool though. But the thing is that it's a pretty big house. I could just put it in the chat. I don't care.
Yeah. We can always try, but I don't have a lot of success in rural areas. Like if the area is kind of far, it does make it really, really hard for me to do a deal on that.
Yeah, I mean, the house is cool and it could probably be a free house.
Right. Can he bring the 70?
Yeah.
Can he bring
That's
this?
why.
Can he bring the 7,500 to the table?
But yeah. So I don't know. What I would offer him, just not just only taking over
What's his
the mortgage.
What's his
paying
interest
off.
rate?
The interest rate on the main loan is low, is 2.8.
But then he's got 2 other loans and maybe a line of credit.
Yeah, it's like 350K on a loan with 2.8 interest rate, and then he took out 2 more loans, one for 26, one for 15. The one at 26K has a 6.5 interest rate, and the other 15K has a 2.85. So I don't know. I was thinking maybe instead of a down payment, we pay off the 2 loans or something, so it could at least cash flow.
It probably wouldn't cash flow even if you paid off the loans. Yeah. So here's the hurdle. You got 3 loans that you're taking over, massive negative cash flow, and this is we're deep in the middle of nowhere. Like, more people would go to a high school than live in this entire town. So if it's in the middle of nowhere, like, it could be zero. Like, if you came to me and you said, Richard, I have 0% interest seller financing on this house with 10K down, I'd be like, maybe I can find a buyer. That would be insane terms, but you got to understand.
Yeah,
it's a lot. 2,900 people live here, so that's really, really, really hard. So I would, yeah. It's just when you zoom in, there's just, there's like 20 roads in the whole town.
Yeah.
I don't even think there's like 1 restaurant in the whole town. So people just don't really want to live out here. They want to be closer to the city. You gotta work somewhere, right? And the commute is just to Greeley or to Denver it's far. It's really far. So knowing that we have 3 loans, no cash flow, I just don't see a way for that to work.
So no one would ever buy this, you think, and he should just foreclose or do bankruptcy.
Well, if he can bring all of the arrears to the closing table and then all of the closing costs, maybe, but he's got 3 loans on, and people really don't want to take over those loans, But you can
He's only behind 7,500 though.
Yeah. So you can if he can bring all of that to the closing table, you can send it to my team and we'll shoot our shot at it. It's just, in my experience,
7,500. Maybe just pay 7,500 and that's it.
Yeah, it would need to be $0. It would need to be $0 down for sure. So if he can bring
not even your heirs.
No,
Nothing.
yeah, because of the location and the loans and the cash flow and the house needing rehab.
That's a lot.
So yeah, I would say he would need to bring that to the closing table, which is a hard pill for them to swallow. So
Well, at least it is a pill.
yeah, it's just the
it's a pill.
location's probably the hardest part. But anyways, I'm gonna move on. Okay.
All right, sounds good. Okay, bye-bye.
Talk soon. Bye-bye. All right, that's 3 hours, guys. Yeah, Hold My Hand Wholesale is still available. It's linked in my bio. We're approaching 200,000 in closing this month with y'all. It's kind of insane. Mostly cash deals is what we're seeing. So really crazy good stuff this month from everybody. I've got to hop on a meeting here shortly, so unfortunately I do have to head out. But I'll spin the wheel. We haven't spun the wheel in a sec, so I'll go ahead and spin the wheel and see how much money I'm losing today. Chino, question on your current property. While I'm spinning the wheel, you can ask me the question, Chino. Go ahead. Oh my God, my legs are destroyed. Ow. Okay. All right. Oh my God, what's it gonna be today? Chino, you have to be on stage to speak, man. I invited you up. Deal of your choice plus email and phone call. That means I try my best to. Chino, I just invited you up again. You have to click the accept button. So we got deal of your choice plus email and phone call, which means that I try my absolute best to make a call to see if I can find you a deal. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes not. Yeah, I can find you a flip. If you guys want me to find you a flip, I'll do that too. Do we have to pay to talk on the phone, or how does it work? So Christopher, you can join my community, Hold My Hand Wholesale, where essentially I sit here for 3 hours a day, Monday through Friday, and I just take questions and make calls. So I see if I can get deals every single day. This is my side hustle. I just do my side hustle live in front of everybody, and I see if I can get deals done. I currently have about 50,000 in closing, not including my fix and flips. So yeah, y'all just see me do deals left and right. My most recent deal was yesterday. I landed a deal in a 6-unit yesterday. It's $400,000, $20,000 down, $3,300 in payments, and the house rents out for $6,400. I should be able to sell that for $15,000 as a finder's fee. So I teach people how to get finder's fees by doing it myself in real time and then taking questions. And then I'd love to guide you through your first fix and flip, as I just filmed a fix and flip course. Okay, so what kind of
Okay, I'm
question?
ready, Richard, if you are. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, man. How you doing?
Really quick, how you doing? I just wanted a quick opinion, really quick on something. I purchased a rental property last year prior to knowing about wholesaling and seeing your videos. I paid $157 for it. Very small, 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom in Ocala, Florida. Literally like 900 square feet. It was fully renovated before I bought it. I just wanted to know, is it something worth keeping? Mortgage is $1,300. I'm renting it now for $16, and I'm going up to $17 next year. It's currently has a tenant, and he will re-sign again as well. I just kind of wanted to, which direction I should go with it.
Sure. Okay. So are you asking? I'm sorry. Can you rephrase that? I understand you bought in Ocala, Florida recently. What's your question on it?
I want to know, am I doing the right thing as far, I mean, obviously I think I got a bad deal now that I'm, watching you and your videos, but my question is, should I keep renting it, sell it? Should I do another bathroom so it can be a 3-2 with a master bedroom?
Do you want to drop the address in my DMs and I'll check it out?
Yes. I'm getting familiar with Discord. I don't even know how to do that, to be honest.
You just, if you're on a computer, you just right click or 2-finger click if you're on Apple on my face, and it will say message.
So I got you 2-finger click on the iPhone.
Yeah, hold down on my face. Hold down on my face, it'll say message.
Got you. I'm doing it now.
Yeah, Brock, that's my best suggestion. It is hard to move cash portfolios, Brock. That's always a challenge. I will say that. I haven't had a ton of success with that. Individual is what I've had most success with. Because it's a heavy trigger to pull, Brock. It's a lot of money to spend. So people usually, that's a big play. Oh, okay, yeah, individual. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, I see your address here. You just asked me what I do with it. The best way to handle these is to hang on and hold. This is your primary, man. I think it's you bought a fix and flip too. This thing got flipped, didn't it?
Yeah, everything was brand new. I bought it originally, wanted like 1,800, and I didn't really get anyone that I put a sign outside. Got someone who was familiar with the area. Like I said, I'm gonna go up to 17 next, but I feel like something major was to happen, that money's gone for, my whole year of profits gone.
Well, yeah. I don't think you'll run into a lot of issues since it looks like everything's just been fully renovated here.
Yeah, I believe roof is fairly new as well. I really I don't know your thoughts on wanted to get another bathroom so it could be a master bedroom, because right now it's a 3-1.
You could do that. It's not going to move the needle a whole lot though. It's probably going to be a wash when you factor in the cost of adding that. So, man,
hang on to it.
it's a primary residence. You know, this is supposed to be something you hold for a long period of time, maybe 10 years, and then sell it for a profit. So real estate in the short run is not really going to make you a lot of money in appreciation, just like stocks. So usually you have to hold these things for a longer period of time. I wouldn't recommend sinking any money into it. I don't think it's going to yield a high return. I would live in this. If you're still in the area, I'd live in it. And if you want to get rid of it, I could probably take over the debt, but it wouldn't be for profit because it's that high interest rate type of thing. So you can get rid of it, right? You can get it off your books, but it's just, it's not a whole lot you can do. Like with my houses, I hold them and I forget about them, you know?
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. So it's good for tax purposes. You know, you can do a lot of depreciation on this property and, that's helpful, but yeah, that's kind of the boat.
Gotcha. I appreciate it, Richard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Talk soon. Okay.
All right. Yes, sir.
Bye-bye. College Town fix and flips are my jam. That's cool, Rosalind. Maybe Rosalind has some stuff to share with us. All right, guys, I've got a question in the chat, and if you can answer my question, I will go ahead and try my very best to find you whatever deal you'd like for me to find tomorrow, whether it's seller finance, mortgage takeover, cash, whatever that may be. So I'm going to drop this in the chat. This is one that I came up with myself. And the question is, what is the second to last state to become a U.S. state? Second to last. That is correct. Alaska. That is correct. Johnny, Seattle, Alaska. So Johnny, the way that this is going to work is tomorrow, I'm going to bring you up first thing tomorrow, and I'm going to see if I can find you probably most likely a cash deal. If you want a fix and flip, I could find you a fix and flip, or maybe I could try to find you a creative finance deal as well.
Amazing.
Great. Well, we will go ahead and talk to you tomorrow. Just be on here around 1:45, 2 p.m. is usually when I start, and I'll try my best to see if I can find you one, okay?
Thanks, Richard.
Absolutely. Talk soon, man, okay?
Bye.
Bye-bye. Tomorrow at 2 p.m., remind me to bring up Johnny, Seattle.
Okay, I added it.
All right. There we go, guys. That's my stream for today. I'm going to head out. I got to hop into a meeting here, and Kira is going to take it away and continue to answer questions. So if there's anything else that you need help with, Kira is going to be here, and she can bring you guys up on stage and run you some of the basics of Hold My Hand Wholesale. So Kira, thanks so much. Take it away, and I'll catch you all on the next one. All right.